Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Would you looky here? Winter has made a return.
Stupid. I was so pumped. I was getting outside every single day. I was going to the library every day.
Wait a minute.
That's what I always do when the weather improves. When the weather gets nice, I take my ass to the library.
I'm sorry, I should add some context. The library is within walking distance, so I'm taking a nice little stroll to the library.
But
Josh,
you're
when's
going
the
to the
last
library.
time you went to the library?
A couple weeks ago. And you guys give me crap for going to the library.
I think the library's cool.
I don't give you crap for going to the library. I do get on your case for going to the library.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't been to the library, but I do go to the library. I had no idea it was going to be that bad here. You know, they kept saying
Nobody did.
North Shore, you're going to get destroyed. I mean, there was around Grand Marais, they got 34 inches.
Dude.
Grand Marais, that's where I plan on retiring.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can see
same
why.
here.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a blizzard out by us yesterday. And you couldn't see out the windows, nothing. We got way more than anybody had said.
Depending on where you are, you could be ass deep.
The wind. The wind was so scary on the way home yesterday.
You could be ass deep this morning.
Be careful.
Welcome, of course, we welcome you into a safe place here this morning, the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
I was looking up some of the grim totals. 409 crashes, 25 injuries, an ambulance overturned in Invergrove Heights.
Oh my
no.
God.
A jackknife semis. I mean, that was wild. Nobody said nothing about that. I did get an alert after the show. My phone's like, hey, just so you know, there's a winter weather advisory for your area. And I thought, well, that's not right.
And I was kind of making fun of you about that. I'm like, oh, stay safe in Egan, Josh.
I know. And lo and behold, it just kicked our butts out of nowhere.
And I got punished, too, because I went out about 8 o'clock last night because it stopped snowing, and I shoveled. I cleared my car off because I park on the street. I'm like, all right, we'll be good to go in the morning. Then we just got fisted again overnight with more snow. It's awful.
I went out. I was going to shovel last night. It was the same thing. I'm like, well, this isn't even slowing down. The wind's crazy. It'll be pointless. I got to do it today now.
No, yesterday me and my husband decided, he goes, I'm going to go outside and shovel tonight. And we looked at each other and just laughed. I was like, no, you're not. Don't do that. And we decided that since it already got warm enough where everything melted on the driveway, we decided there's no more shoveling for the winter.
Oh, you're done
Yeah.
shoveling?
It's February 19th, Ashley. How long have you lived in this state?
I know, but that we decided that we were done. We
Isn't
were like,
March
it already melted once. We're done.
I thought March was the snowiest month.
Yeah.
And you're still done?
Yep, we decided there's no more.
There have
We
been
had-
Twins games in April that have been snowed out, Ashley.
We
I
had
think
no.
we did that last year, too.
We had no snow on our lawn, our front lawn. None. It was all gone. And now it's a winter wonderland out there.
Yeah, Mother Nature turned on us yesterday, Cubby. So, like we always do on mornings like this, a special word life and a word to your mother goes out to the plow dorks who are busting their balls trying to make a path for us mere mortals. Enjoy yourself out there, by God. Enjoy yourself. I don't mind a good snowstorm or two when the temperature remains reasonable, like it is now.
I'm with you on that.
Quite often around here, right after it snows, the friggin' bottom falls out temperature-wise, and we're all forced to try and scissors each other in a 25 below wind chill. That's not fun for me. I'm the kind of guy that likes to go to the library. It's nice outside temperature-wise, it is. I don't know when the next round of real cold is supposed to hit town.
It's coming. Next couple days, I saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Couple days? What are we talking?
Like 2-3 days, I think, is what they said.
No, I mean temperatures.
Oh,
Like-
I just said cold front coming. It's going to be colder in the next.
The 20s and the
days.
teens is what I saw.
Oh, that's all right by me. I'm talking about that just brutal 0, 10 below.
Yeah.
You ever try any of these tricks when she gets ass cold? You ever try using hand sanitizer to unfreeze a door lock? Apparently that's a real thing.
No.
I've heard some of those. I've never tried it. I mean, I grew up without a garage, just like kind of what you're in that situation, Dana. Never tried that once.
No, haven't had to, thankfully. I just pull so hard until the door handle is about to snap off when it's frozen.
Sometimes you just break a window.
Yeah. mhm.
That's all you.
Speaking of the garage, the house I grew up in and then lived in for quite a stretch of time as an adult, that garage door was notorious for freezing up on really, really cold days. There was no such thing as hand sanitizer at the time that I was aware of. If I'm not mistaken, maybe someone can text me, a little trick my old man taught me. I believe I have this because it's been many years. You'd spray a little WD-40 into that frozen door lock, and that key and lock would go right back to working normally.
Well, you guys know me and how handy I am. I got WD-40 on the ready. I got crates of the stuff in the garage. I'm using it all the time.
Well, Dana, I hate to break this to you, but having a jar of WD-40 in the house doesn't exactly say that you're handy.
Yeah, that's,
I
that's
thought
a pretty normal thing.
That's
I
a pretty
think.
normal
I know.
thing.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Well, it says here, I do too. I like to huff it. Ever since I was a kid, I'll huff WD-40.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if there's no beer in the house and I need to get a good night's sleep, I will huff WD-40 until my eyes roll into the back. It smells delicious. In a pinch, they say hand sanitizer can help thaw frozen locks. Because there's alcohol up in there, which melts ice. How about pouring boiling water on a frozen windshield?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
They say don't do that. I've never tried it. I'm just asking
yeah.
if you guys have tried it.
No, I
No.
have no reason to do that, I guess. I've had an iced over windshield and used like a CD that I don't care about to scrape it off because I've got nothing else.
I've had to do that before, or like a credit card or something. Well, that'll shred a credit card pretty good.
Yep. Oh, gosh, I hated that. That is the
I think
absolute worst.
we've all had that moment where you forgot to put the scraper or you lost the scraper, the windshield. Yeah, I remember using a CD case. You mean a CD case, right? Not
No,
the-
I was using an actual CD.
Well, that's a
because
little-
I had like the book of CDs. I didn't have the cases.
Yeah, I've used a
CDs.
CD case.
CD's got a little flex to it. Was that helping or hurting the situation?
It helped.
It
yeah,
helped.
It helped enough.
You guys like CDs then?
I do.
You do?
Love
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
You love CDs?
It's more
Uh-huh.
than just.
I'm not going to do it.
It's a great medium to listen to music.
They say
All right, fine.
boiling.
CDs nuts.
Pouring boiling water on a frozen windshield, don't do that. Folks have been doing it on TikTok. Of course, where everything is so helpful and so accurate on TikTok. They say the extreme temperature shift of pouring boiling water on your frozen windshield can shatter your windshield for you. Again, when the real bitter cold comes back, these are supposedly some things that might help you, but they also might not. Covering your side mirrors with a pair of socks overnight.
I've seen that before. I've never done it.
I've never tried that.
It's adorable.
Silly is a good
Yeah.
word for it. Yeah,
Look
silly.
like little floppy dog ears hanging off.
I guess I don't. Okay, it says here, it might look a little silly, but it works. Putting socks or small plastic bags over your side mirrors stops frost from forming overnight and saves time scraping in the morning. I've been around for a pretty good stretch at this point. I've never scraped my side mirrors. I kind of, if they're frosted up, I just give up on them for the day.
I have.
Yeah,
I
so have
definitely
I.
have.
Huh.
It's been a long time.
Like I said, if they're frosted up, I just say to myself, well, I'm not going to use the side mirrors today. I'll just look straight ahead or straight behind me, I guess. That's one you should try, okay? Try that if you can. Don't rub potatoes on your windshield to prevent frost.
Yeah, I was wondering where this one came from.
I hadn't heard of this one either, Josh.
Yeah, a lot of them you've probably heard, right? Or heard not. Somebody's told you don't do that. The potatoes thing is news to me. I mean, I had a friend who used to use, his whole family would use potatoes as deodorant. I'm sure you've heard that before.
Hippy dippy stuff.
Yeah, they didn't use deodorant, but they did use potatoes.
All right.
I would never eat any scalloped potatoes or any potato product at their house, that's for sure. I don't know where it started.
Here's one tip I'll give people. For about $20 on Amazon, you can get a windshield cover. That really helps with the frost and the snow overnight.
A windshield cover.
Yeah, I've never bought one of those either. It seems like a good idea.
No.
Yeah, I've thought about getting one just so when I get in, it isn't a million degrees in my vehicle.
Yeah, it helps in the summer, too. I only use in the winter, though, but it's real slick. It's got...
He's talking on the outside,
yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah, uh-huh. I have almost... You can get ones that you put on the outside, too.
For the sun?
Yeah, for the sun.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Rubbing potatoes on your windshield to prevent frost, that is bunk. Doesn't work. They say it's a viral myth. The starch might delay ice slightly, but then it leaves a sticky film that's worse to clean up than regular old ice. But go ahead, try this one. No harm in this one, apparently. And this one also brand new to me. Filling a sock with cat litter. And then I believe I have this correct. Then you put that sock filled with cat litter on the dash of your motor vehicle on the inside. And it helps stop foggy windows. They say the cat litter draws moisture out of the air, which can help your windows to be fog-free from the inside.
Something I've always done is put my windshield wipers up, and, if I know there's going to be snow. But I read an article not too long ago, maybe it was that same article, saying don't do that. It's bad for your wiper blades. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I always...
Or the mechanics of it?
When I see that your windshield wipers are up, I'm like, oh, shoot, I should do that, and then I immediately forget. But I guess maybe I'm the smart one in this situation, I guess.
I did recently hear that is not an ideal thing. The only reason why I ever lifted my windshield wipers vertically up in the air during a snowstorm, the only reason why I ever did it, Josh, was because I came to work and saw that you had done it.
See, exactly.
It's just something I've always done. And
always. See, I only did it once or twice just because I saw that you were. So I don't remember if I enjoyed the end result or not. I just copied you twice in my life.
Yeah, it works just for getting all the snow out, right? So you just and also hopefully the wipers don't freeze to the windshield or anything like that.
Yeah, you'd think that would be worse for them to have them freeze to the windshield than put them up.
I'm sure for the rubber, it's bad. But yeah, I read that just said, hey, don't do that. It's bad for the mechanics. Maybe if there's a...
oh, wow.
Okay, so texts are coming in. Let me see.
I got a text that came in that said, okay, when you're stuck in traffic with a code brown, you can always use that kitty litter that's up on the dash of your... Yeah, I never thought about taking a dump in my own car with some kitty litter.
Super Luber Jesus said, when you lift the wiper arms, it's hard on the springs, which keep the blades against the windshield. Okay, that makes sense.
You said hard on. All right, so there you go. Snow event overnight. Like I said, depending on where you're at, you might be ass deep. Good luck. 14% of Americans have given something up for Lent. I'm not the most religious guy in town, not by a long shot. But from what I'm reading here, yesterday was day one of Lent ski. And 14% of Americans are giving something up. It's 40 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that was always something we did as kids, growing up religious. And I kind of like the sacrifice, to be honest, to see if I can do it, or I feel like it's good to every once in a while.
So what are you doing?
Well, you give up meat yesterday and then on Fridays. At least
you don't eat a lick of meat between now and Easter.
No. On like Ash Wednesday and Fridays. So on Fridays you don't eat meat, right? So a handful of fries.
Right, that explains the fish fries.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. That does.
That's right. It's not each of those 40 days.
No, just Fridays.
Okay.
Which, in a way is kind of cheating if you love the McDonald's filet of fish like I do. It's almost a treat. Right now I've got an excuse to go get some filet of fish. But then, usually like when we were kids, we'd give up desserts or, like maybe your favorite whatever. Or something, people will give up pretty much anything. Just something they really enjoy to make a sacrifice.
So there are some things that you Catholics would give up
all 40 days.
All 40 days.
Yep.
Desserts. And you really stuck by that as a kid?
Yeah, I still do as an adult.
Because of the fear of God.
The fear of spite and also just the idea of making a sacrifice,
We were talking religion off air yesterday, weren't we?
We were. Yeah. Varying opinions on the show. Varying levels of belief. Varying fears of God.
It's pretty wide range.
It's not just food related, it says here. Lent has evolved. It's not just food related. Oh, some folks try to give up their bad habits. Like tobacco, or alcohol, or television, or social media. They try to give it up for the smooth 40 days.
I'd be so bored.
Social media, for some people, almost seems like it's more difficult to quit than smoking or alcohol. And you hear how difficult that is to quit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just couldn't do it. I mean, Dana, at one point, you were in that category, I'd say.
At one point, yeah. If I saw a movie, like I went and sat down in the theater, and I get on my phone, I'd have to go back and see every single tweet that had been sent in my feed from the time the movie started until I got caught up on everything. I was that addicted to it.
Where are you at now?
I check it mainly just to see what's going on in the world. I don't post much anymore, as much as I used to. I've kind of curbed it a little bit.
But there's no way you could go without looking at it for 40 days.
No, that'd be tough. Well, especially here because
eliminating that.
Oh, eliminating that.
Let's say you're just an average human being living in your parents' basement or something. There's no way you could give it up for 40 straight days.
I'd have to start bringing my Game Boy into the toilet again like I used to. Now I just kind of scroll on social media when I'm sitting there.
You used to keep a Game Boy in the toilet?
Yep.
I still keep my Yahtzee machine
Do
in
you
there.
still have that? You still have it in
It
there?
recently broke.
It was Tetris for a while,
sorry.
wasn't it? Or was it always Yahtzee in the back?
I always played handheld Yahtzee in my bathroom. It recently broke. Now I'm just left with the 1982 handheld poker game.
Sure.
Yeah, so, people are trying to lay off on this and that for fear of God.
Did anybody see the awful Josh Hartnett movie 40 Days and 40 Nights where he gives up sex for Lent?
It's killing me, Dana,
No.
to this day, but no, I haven't seen it.
sounds
To this
ridiculous.
day, it's killing me.
I'll let you borrow the Blu-ray.
40 Days and 40 Nights starring Josh Hartnett where he gives up sex for 40 days.
Yes, because his character, he's the big hornball, he's the ladies' man, and he gets challenged to give it up for Lent. And he does. And, of course, then he meets the cute, quirky girl who's, very sexual. And he has to keep, trying to avoid having sex with her because he can't explain.
Who plays that character?
I can't remember. She was really cute, though.
Yeah?
And I do like Josh Hartnett. This isn't a knock on him.
Nobody likes Josh Hartnett.
Oh, I think he's great.
You don't have to pretend to like Josh Hartnett.
I do. He's very good.
Lame claim to fame?
Yeah.
My wife was friends with him in high school.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
She said he was a bit of a loner in high school.
Lone Wolf.
Yeah, a lone wolf.
Who was the actress that played the quirky, sexually active girl that Josh Hartnett had to try to avoid for those 40 days and 40 nights? I gotta know.
Yeah, she's not a nobody, but you wouldn't have heard of her. Her name is Shannon Sosaman.
Dude.
Looks like she's more of a singer than an actor. But anyway.
Oh, like J-Lo.
I liked 30 Days of Night with Josh Hartnett.
Which one was that one again?
Nobody likes Josh Hartnett. I don't know
not
why
true.
you guys want to pretend to...
Oh, that kid, yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the name again, Dana?
30 Days of Night.
No, the actress, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Shannon Sosaman.
Shannon.
But it's a weird Shannon. It's SHANNYN.
Oh, my damn. She was really trying to gain some attention.
She's
S-H-A... I'm sorry this is taking so long.
NNYN.
Y-N. Okay, here we go. I can click on it. I got to know. Oh, I recognize her. Yeah. Yeah, she's kind of like got a unique, sexy look to her.
Yeah, that short hair kind of works.
30 Days of Night, you said, Josh.
Yeah.
Starring Josh Hartnett,
Correct.
who nobody likes.
No, I think we've established that 3 out of 4 people on morning shows like.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 out of 4 people in morning shows agree.
Oh, that's when he was dodging vampires.
Yep. Did you see that one?
In the bitter cold.
Correct.
He's a snowplow driver in Egan or something.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Isn't he a snowplow driver?
I thought he was a cop, but I guess I don't remember. Maybe he was a snowplow driver.
Yeah, I remember. I just remember bits and pieces that they were running away from vampires. I couldn't tell you if I enjoyed it or not. But who was it again? Josh Hartnett?
Yep.
Well, then I likely didn't enjoy it.
Because of Josh Hartnett.
Right. Happy Lent, everybody.
So, Josh, did you say, is there something officially that you're giving up this for these 40 days?
Yeah.
Anal.
No. I'm starting anal. I need something to replace.
You've started a bad habit?
Yeah.
So have I.
What's that?
Self-mutilation.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really into it.
Well,
Stop that.
finally,
Yeah.
Stop
Right.
that.
You finally talked me into it.
we're the Scar Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Which
you
is
guys.
a play on the Sklar Brothers, which maybe you haven't heard of.
We need to talk.
It's a deep reference.
Yeah, it's kind of a deep
So
reference.
what was Dana asked you?
I'm giving up Diet Dew.
Diet Mountain. That's
Oh,
been
no.
your go-to goal. How should I say this? You have attempted to quit soda pop for many years.
Yeah, I go through phases
Yeah.
where, like, I'll go, boy, I'm drinking a lot more than this than I should, so.
Wait, I think I remember on Tuesday after the show, you were very excited to get a Diet Dew. Did you know that was going to be your last
Yeah,
one?
it was my last one.
Oh, man, I'm glad I got to be there for
it was
that.
my last sipper.
And I think, was it yesterday? You were like, I should have went and got a Diet Dew during one of the breaks. And
Well, no, I knew I
that would have
couldn't.
been your last one.
No, I can't. I couldn't on Ash Wednesday. I had to start.
Oh, that was the start?
Yep.
Okay.
So Diet Mountain Dew. You can go ahead and have a diet. You can go ahead and have a diet a Pepsi.
Yeah,
Is that what you're doing specifically, Mountain
no,
Dew?
I'm not adding anything, but I'll just, whatever would be a normal amount of anything else I'm going, but Diet Dew is like my absolute favorite.
You're quitting that for 40 days.
No.
What?
Wait, yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I confused myself.
You know what Josh Hartnett gave up on years ago?
What's that?
Acting lessons.
Did he really?
He's terrible.
Well,
Oh, my God.
he might not be revered as an actor, but he's a likable guy, I
Yeah.
think. I hear he's very kind. I'll watch him. You know, a lot of
I have no idea why I'm doing this, but once you start, you can't stop.
No.
Now I got to stand by this until the day that I die. If people approach me on the street and say, "Do you like Josh Hartnett?" Now I have to say no, even though I really had no direct opinion of him until this show began. Now I have to stand by this forever.
Yep.
I can't punk out now.
I like the commitment.
Yeah. And good luck to you, Cubby.
Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of difficult for me. God, I love that stuff. There's water in there. F you. Is there flame retardant? Sure. But is there also water? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's healthy.
Yeah.
I really believe that my addiction to Pepsi and Mountain Dew when I was a younger person, I really do believe it probably squeezed a good 5 years out of my lifespan.
It was that bad?
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Woo-wee.
Is that what you said maybe had a part in leading to your heart condition?
I have no doubt that it started my irregular heartbeat issues.
Oh,
No
my
doubt.
gosh.
How many cans were you going through a day, would you say?
See, I don't think it's anything that would make you vomit, but maybe it would. I mean, specifically when I was like an 8th grade kid, it was the first thing I sucked on in the morning was an ice-cold can of Pepsi.
That's crazy. To
I didn't
me.
get into the Mountain Dew till I was a little older, but Pepsi, an ice-cold can of Pepsi, well, I likely wiped out a 12-pack a day.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely been there or
And then
more.
when I got a little older, I turned to that Mountain Screw, and I mean, that and chewing tobacco is all that kept my blood flowing through my body for a good few years.
Did you ever mess with the Jolt or the Kick? Some of those extreme caffeine sodas?
No, that
all
never-
the sugar and twice the caffeine, was that Jolt?
I think so.
Oh, my
or
God.
I can't remember. Maybe it's not Jolt.
never really appealed to me, those offshoot
Yeah, me neither.
I remember it was
never
like it was a big deal to get your hands on them when we were kids. And we'd ride to like the one gas station that had them, and I remember just pretending to like it, but it tasted awful.
My uncle worked for Coke, and so he would get, like, for very cheap cases of, like, damaged cans of pop. And unfortunately, it was always like Tab.
Oh.
So we'd have just Tab covered in syrup and just dented cans that are almost impossible to open. That's all we had. My parents would never buy. Well, I take that back. Like maybe on a holiday or something, they'd get that off-brand strawberry pop.
Shasta?
Or no, not even that.
Oh, dude, I loved Shasta.
Cola. It was just like a white and then eventually a yellow wrapper that just had, it would just say whatever was in
Generic pop.
Yeah,
We had-
orange
I love the
pop.
generic names. It's called like Mountain Fizz or something. Okay,
but-
we know what you're doing.
Did everybody's mom have like a sick obsession with either Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke?
My mom drank caffeine-free Diet Coke when I was growing up.
What's
yeah,
the
that's
point?
such a mom thing. My mom's was Diet Pepsi, and then she made the bold decision one day to change to Diet Coke. It was a huge deal in our house.
I like to pair them with different things. I'm a connoisseur.
Oh,
Well, you
Love
asked
the soda
about
pop.
moms. I mean, my mom drank a piss load of Tab in the 1980s.
Yeah, that's my
when
parents or my mom and grandma and aunt.
If
That
I had a
just doesn't
dime,
sound good.
if I had a dime for every morning I woke up, well, afternoon actually, where I woke up and saw 8-10 empty tabs, cans of Tab on the bar, and a full ashtray of dead cigarettes. I mean, I'd be a millionaire. That's what my mom would do. She would sit and drink Tab. This is before she really got into the booze. She had a drink now and again, but her drinking didn't really take off until she retired.
Like a
So,
Jack and Tab or something like that? Did she
vodka.
vodka?
But anyway, when I was a kid, though, before she got into the drinking big time, there was always 6-8 empty cans of Tab and a full ashtray. That meant Mom spent the night playing Boggle. She liked to play the word game Boggle by herself.
All right, so Surge. I knew I'd screw it up. I screwed up every time. All the sugar, twice the caffeine. People are saying Surge. Thank you for the help. And
Sir, yeah, that was a big deal when I was a kid growing up.
And thank you to Disabled Jesus. He said, because I'm going to give up Diet Dew for Lent, he's just going to drink more of it to make up for it. Thank you so much.
wow, what a sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, would I be a dick if I came into your studio after the show each day and just cracked open a nice ice-cold Diet Dew?
Nah, I've been down this road.
Why?
I know I can handle
I
it.
got to ask you now, why Diet Pop?
Well, because the amount I drink, I would have diabetes. That's pretty much, and that's what I grew up on. Like I said, it was like Tab. Every once in a while.
Like Diet Pop. I've never had a Diet Pop in my life.
You haven't?
No, I don't understand why diet.
Like I said, that's just kind of what we grew up on, and I drank like I was just asked the other day the most when I was at my worst or best, depending on how you look at it. Remember, I used to drink 2 liters of Diet Dew during a morning show.
Dude.
I mean,
I remember when you used to drink a lot of Mountain.
Your poor body.
I wouldn't
know.
turn down a Rondo when I was a kid.
I never had a Rondo.
What in the
Rondo,
world?
the Thirst Crusher, Rondo. They didn't last long, but they had a real flavorful pop there in the mid '80s. They had a commercial where some hippie was skiing down a hill in the summer. You ever seen anyone ski down a hill in the summer?
No.
That was part of the television commercial for Rondo. Some bearded hippie ripping down. He's skiing. There's no snow. It's summertime.
That's crazy.
I couldn't believe my eyes, and I said I got to get my hands on some of that
Rondo.
Rondo.
It looks like beer.
Is it still a thing?
No, I don't know. I just looked up images of it. That's so weird. Why does it look like beer?
Cripes. All right. What else is going on?
I'm replacing Diet Dew with 4 Loko, but not the current stuff. The original.
Yeah, where you can still buy the original recipe on eBay, the people that bought it up and hoarded it.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah.
Don't do that, Josh.
I remember I had a guy basically like open the trunk of his car. He's like, "Hey, come here, kid. Let me show you this. I got
What?
the original."
The OG.
Yeah.
The Diet Pop thing. I once tried Diet. I'll get there in a minute. It escaped me. I once tried Diet salad dressing, and I said to myself, "This is worse than that Josh Hartnett movie I saw a few
I
nights
don't
ago."
like that. Well, you drink like I guess you could call it Diet Diet Gatorade.
I do.
I was going to bring that up.
Gatorade Zero.
right.
So, yeah, you do drink. I
It's
mean, not
just-
Diet Pop, but a diet drink.
I guess it's
Yeah,
called
it's the same
Gatorade
thing.
Zero.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have the insane amount of sugar.
Oh.
So it's not overbearingly sweet. I can't drink I don't drink soda. Maybe 2 a year, but when I do, I can't drink regular soda because it's just so syrupy and thick and sugary.
You ever tried diet salad dressing?
It's awful.
Oh,
I
my
hate it.
Especially
God.
like the
I hate
ranch.
it.
Oh, my
disgusting.
God.
Oh gosh, I've done that before. I accidentally bought low-fat ranch at the store because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that'll start a war in my house.
There's, I'm like this person here. Also, this person also grew up on Diet Pop. Didn't have sugary foods. Not a sweets person. I'm not either. And so some of the regular stuff is too much for me. But why did you switch? Just to lose some weight, or when you switched from regular Gatorade to Gatorade Zero?
I don't really remember what was behind it. It wasn't like I said, I need to slim down or something. I think my wife bought it. Bought a six-pack of it.
You've just kind of kept going?
And I don't even think I could tell the difference. So, yeah.
Oh, I can definitely tell the difference
Yeah,
between the
same
regular stuff and that. So,
Well, there you
Sometimes if I'm feeling a little crazy, I'll get the regular Gatorade.
go. Dude.
Uh-huh.
We got to get going again. It's a snowy, wintry, wonderful thing we got going out there. Be careful driving. We don't want to lose any of you. When we return, we'll hit up that stupid news report here on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada? Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right. The acid rock. When you hear that acid rock, you know it's time for today's stupid news report. But before we, cut loose with that, winter has returned if you haven't looked out the window yet. Hang on to your ass out there. The grim reality is a lot of yous aren't going to make it. But earlier on, we were talking about the weather. We got to talking about, when's the next real cold snap headed our way. And we got onto the conversation of some cold weather tricks to make your life easier. One of them was this, and I guess this is a proven real thing. You go on outside, and you pull a pair of socks over your side mirrors, and they won't frost up in the terrible cold. You wake up the next day, you pull those socks off the mirrors, and you got beautiful, clean. One of our listeners, Sprinkler Fitter Jesus, texted in, and he said, I got some big-ass tow mirrors on my pickup truck. I'm probably going to have to use the old lady's underpants to cover them. to cover those pigs up, he said. Look, dude, we don't want to hear your problems, Josh said.
I didn't know. Not me. That was Dana.
We're going to begin today with your typical everyday hilarious domestic type of meltdown where food was involved. It's very common. Very common. You ever been so pithed that you sidearmed a food item at somebody or another?
Never have. I mean, I've been involved in food fights where everybody was in on it.
No, domestic.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. I've never thrown something at another person out of anger. I've been frustrated. The only thing I've ever thrown, I mentioned my wife and I were playing dominoes. She dominates at every game ever. Any game ever invented, she wins. And I got frustrated one time, and I'm still embarrassed by it, where I whipped a domino at the wall. And then said immediately, I may have overreacted. After she won
so
about
fun.
the 14th game in a row.
I really wish I was there for that. That would have been.
Yeah.
I'm not even
fun.
competitive. I mean, I don't really care. You know, usually I just go, you know what? They killed me on that one. But for whatever reason, that day, I just couldn't handle another loss.
Josh finally had enough.
What about the rest of you? Throwing food around.
Not that I remember.
Temper tantrum where food got thrown across the room. Nothing?
Never thrown food or had food thrown at me. I've had other things thrown at me, but not food.
Honestly, I'm racking my. There has to have been a time, at least when I was like tuned up, and I'm just not remembering it.
It's killing me, too. I know I very likely threw some food.
Yeah.
At somebody or just
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That
At
sounds
somebody.
very like me.
Yeah. And I'm thinking the same thing. I must have been drunk, and I can't remember throwing bologna at somebody.
Yeah.
It must have happened, but I don't recall.
In kindergarten, a kid across the lunch table threw a fry at my daughter, and she just ate it right in front of him and became a hero at her table. They thought, what a great bit of revenge. She just got free fry at this kid. So he didn't get the reaction he wanted.
What about punching a wall?
No.
Yeah.
I did that in high school, broke my hand.
Did
You
the
hit a
drywall
stud?
at least, did it dent?
No, it wasn't drywall. It was in our locker room in high school. There was a bulletin board, like a cork board. So I punched that thinking it will be soft. Well, no, it's attached to a brick cement wall. I mean, there's no give whatsoever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, talk about compounding your problems. I was angry enough as it was, and then I broke my hand.
That sucks.
That's hilarious. But I meant like domestic. You're arguing and you get so mad you punch a wall.
No.
I did it once.
How
At
bad?
my brother's, yeah.
Did you hurt yourself?
No, because
Didn't hit a stud or anything?
No. Specifically, it was a door. And at my old house, I had $2 doors. I mean, the walls, the doors in my old home were so thin
I know you're
and so old.
like those really hollow doors where it's basically just
Yeah.
a sticker.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know what you're
Cork
talking
board.
about.
Some fake wood.
I
Yeah.
could hear you crack your knuckles from the other side of the room. Other side of the house. That's so. I punched the thinnest, weakest $2 door. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, it definitely is because afterwards you're like, now I have to deal with this.
Yeah.
I was just throwing that domino. I was pretty embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, what a child.
I had those kind of doors when I lived in Minneapolis, and the door to my bedroom, it would always get stuck on the carpet, and it pissed me off so much. And one time I was just in a bad mood, and my dogs were whining, and I couldn't get the stupid door open, so I went to kick it. And it was paper, so I kicked a hole in it. I was like, this is embarrassing.
That's happened here. We had holes have been punched in the walls. Somebody ripped the door off a bathroom stall, and that thing was messed up forever. I mean, same with that hole. They just never really fixed it.
What,
if
around
your
here
job-
they didn't fix something?
If your
Touche.
job is making you that angry, you need to walk away at that point.
I'll tell you why I punched that door, because it's just as stupid as punching the door. Girlfriend of mine many years ago. This house that I was living in was the house that I grew up in. When my folks retired and moved up north, I bought the house. So,
And didn't you say they screwed you on the price?
of course. Well, my old man was behind that 100%. Yeah. So I lived in this house the majority of my life at this point, whether it be with my parents or on my own. And I had a junk drawer. It was the same junk drawer that I had as a kid. There were items in that junk drawer from when I was 4.
Oh, that's a good one. Good junk drawer.
Yeah.
I want to go through it.
One of the items that was in this junk drawer was a past girlfriend for Valentine's Day wrote me up. This is just the most cliche thing in the world, right? Wrote me up a list of favors that I could.
Oh, sex coupons.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I've received those. Those are great.
That's awesome that you're able to say that. It would have taken me forever to say that. Sex coupons. So, it was in order, if I wanted to, I could present these to her. Hey, here's that BJ you promised me, right? The sex coupons game.
Yeah.
I bet those friggin'. And, of course, what do we do with the sex coupons? We never use them.
No.
Never.
We go, wow, that's hilarious. That's so funny. We put them in a drawer. We never used them. Those friggin' sex coupons were in that junk drawer for 10 years.
Did they expire?
Of course they did. I don't know.
Ah, dang it.
10 years they were in the junk drawer. Junk
good
drawer
idea.
is the key. This is where garbage went. My girlfriend at the time finds them and says, well, who are these from? And I say, it's from 10 years ago. And it still bothered her.
Oh, man.
Because you were obviously holding on to them to use them in the future.
Right. It freaking blew my mind. And she would not let it go. I said, I got these when I was 18, for Christ's sake. I said, go into the junk drawer. Look further. Do you want to get mad at my 3rd grade report card also? It's a junk drawer. This is where meaningless... And she would not let it go. And finally, I snapped and I punched my friggin' arm through a door.
That's so funny. As if you're holding on to him to cash him in, like she's married now, and she tells her husband, well, the coupon's still valid. I got to do it.
I never thought of an expiration date, Josh. I'm going to start, when I gift those, I'm going to start putting an expiration date.
Expires if we get divorced.
You got 10 days to use these.
Yeah, right? Good luck.
Have you ever heard of this before? This text says, next time you're angry and want to throw something, remember left hand anger. Throw said item with your, you have to be right-handed for this. Throw said item with your left hand. You look really stupid, but you won't break anything.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Just
not
go
a bad
straight to the
idea.
ground, basically.
Yeah.
Here's a couple. They had a little pant wedding on Valentine's Day. The topic of conversation that started all this trouble, the topic of conversation was infidelity.
Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, wouldn't you think that's maybe 80% of domestics? If
The other
not more?
20% are sex coupons.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think that's a close one to the cheating.
One half of this couple was calling the other out for folding a side piece in half. I'm not sure who was being called out. Maybe they were both accusing each other. I don't know. But at one point or another, the dude, by the name of Theodore, he slapped his lady upside the head with his Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich. He threw the sandwich across the room, and it, hey, Cubby.
What?
And it clipped her in the skull.
At least it's not going to hurt that bad.
Yeah, I could probably take a chicken sandwich to the head without much damage.
I'd still
Buns
pick it up
will
and
help.
I'd pick it up and eat it.
Do love the chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so he threw a chicken sandwich, hit his girlfriend in the cranium. He also noodle-armed a styrofoam cup full of blue Powerade in her face. Man, washing a sandwich down with blue Powerade, that's living right there.
Oh, yeah. You said Chick-fil-A, right? Yeah, they have
Chick-fil-A.
those styrofoam cups. I like that they have those cups.
Oh, that's
They
right.
got the good ice, right?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, they do serve their drinks in those fat 1976-looking styrofoam cups. So she got a chicken sandwich upside the head from across the room, and also there was a separate aerial attack, Josh. It was a styrofoam cup filled with blue Powerades.
Might as well throw some fries at her now. Make it a whole meal.
You want to make that a meal?
Yeah.
My son, he and his buddies, we have a Chick-fil-A by us, and they like to ride their bikes there in the summer.
Ah, the bicycles.
And there were some young ladies, and they're trying to look cool in front of these girls.
Uh-oh.
My son, I don't know, he tripped on his own foot or something, and he spilled a blue Powerade all over the place. So he's looking like a fool cleaning that up. He takes after his old man. I did the same thing at a Chipotle once.
That's awesome.
And
I love that.
My family's laughing their ass off at me because I'm basically down on my hands and knees with these napkins falling apart.
Yeah, those thin napkins that are just disintegrating on contact with the liquid.
And it was taking so long.
Oh.
I'm right in the middle of the way, and I felt so stupid.
Oh, my gosh, you poor thing.
Then the guy finally comes through to the mop, and he's like, yeah, dude, just get out of here. We got it.
The dude with the mop wanted nothing to do with it.
Oh,
He's like,
really?
F you, it's your problem. So I cleaned the whole thing up. My family was laughing at me. It hurt my feelings. It was so embarrassing.
And you love Chipotle so much, too, so that must have been such a disappointment.
Oh, and I'm
Can't go
thinking
back
it's getting
there.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked. Big time.
So the cops were called to this domestic scene. Theodore, the dude, he admitted to throwing his sandwich into his girlfriend's mug. He admitted the Powerade attack. The girlfriend told the police that Theo is almost always acting like a dick, and his criminal record pretty much says the same. He's a very stupid person. Theo is.
He has no neck. Did you look at his mugshot at all?
No.
He's one of those guys that is completely neckless. It's all head and then shoulders.
I didn't check that out just yet. Theo was charged with domestic.
Where's his neck?
Yeah, I see that. There's no neck there.
His neck's gone.
They call it domestic battery, is what he was charged with. A judge ordered him to stay away from that lady.
Yeah, good call.
I doubt that'll slow Theo down.
No, they'll
He'll-
get back together.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Seems like those relationships, they always go back to each other.
Yeah, they do.
All right, how about this here? Tell me how long you could put up with this before you finally snapped. And I mean snapped. Here's a lady. She's in Taiwan, of all places. She goes by the name of Chen. She's finally being dumped into prison. And you're about to hear all about it. She had it coming. For the next 3 months, she'll have to sit there in the Taiwan women's prison after straight up torturing her neighborhood. So here's what she did. At all hours of the night, 2, 3 in the morning type of thing, she would go out onto her balcony. She'd hit the power button on her microphone and amplifier setup, like a home karaoke type of a setup.
Uh-huh.
She'd hit that power button, and she would scream insults and foul language at her neighbors.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but what a psychopath.
She did this at least 3 nights a week. For 2 years!
I mean, you'd think you'd get all the anger out at some point. I mean, sometimes you
crazy.
hear stories like this where somebody will buy some incredibly bright lights to make sure it shines on a neighbor's house. Or have you heard like how South Korea, on the border of North Korea, they'll blast K-pop to piss people off, stuff like that?
3 nights a week for 2 stinking years. May of the year 20 and 23 is when Miss Chen, or whatever her name is, I forgot.
Yep.
She upped and started this nightmare routine. Go out there on her balcony, F-bomb any neighbors that she felt had wronged her recently. F you, this and that, with the loudest balls karaoke mic. Word is it would rattle poor bastards smooth out of bed. You could hear her nonsense for miles. 3 times a week. Oh, you'll dig this. Each of Mrs. Chen's little scream-nado sessions would last about 45 minutes. It wasn't just step out on the balcony, you, everybody here sucks, F you, you're fat, you're ugly, your kids are idiots, and then she's done. 45 minutes each session.
That's crazy.
3 times a week, 2 years.
It'd be kind of fun the first couple times, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
agree
be
with
like,
that.
I'd be waiting. Like, ooh, is she gonna do me?
Yeah. Am I next? Am I next?
Yeah.
I
Once
would
she
think
did
it'd be
me, I'd be
kinda-
over.
Yeah, a couple. If it's once or twice, it's kind of funny. But you're right. I mean, this is psychotic. She's lucky nobody burned her house down
Yeah.
or something. There's got to be somebody equally insane in the neighborhood.
Ashley's right. Your significant other would be, who is that? Mrs. Chen again? Shh. Hang on. She might be getting to me here in a minute. See if we hear our names.
Yeah.
I don't know how this neighborhood put up with it for 2 years, but they did. They must be very patient
Yeah.
in Taiwan. I mean, I'm priming a chainsaw after a short amount of this. And by the end of my run, I'm covered in her blood.
You know, Ashley, I would be interested to know if my neighbors have any issue with me. I know we did have one ask. We had so much stuff going on at our house because it's a garbage house, basically. Everything was wrong with it. It's better now. But we had a dumpster in our driveway for about 2 months, and we did have a neighbor kind of say, hey, are we ever going to get rid of that dumpster? So we had that happen.
Why is that an issue?
They didn't like looking at that dumpster.
All right,
dumpster.
then. Sorry.
Okay, well, and by a neighbor, I mean they lived like kind of around a corner, so it wasn't like they looked at it every day, but they would walk their dog,
Oh, that would piss me off.
and yeah, she came up to me and was like, "Hey, when's that going?"
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's like,
Shut up, bitch.
It's not like it's not like you have it there for pleasure. Like you enjoy having that dumpster with all the work you have to do at your house.
It doesn't matter. People don't know how to mind their damn business. So this neighborhood, again, they must be very patient people by nature in Taiwan, that no one killed her. 2 years she puts this gimmick on display in her neighborhood. They tried to talk to her and calm her down. She wasn't having it.
Medical device Jesus thinks at some point you should be able to tear gas someone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be able to do something.
Yeah, if they're out on a balcony, you easily tear gas them.
The neighbors filed a complaint with the local police, finally after 2 years. The case ended up in court. Mrs. Chen admitted to using her karaoke microphone to curse out her neighbors in the middle of the night. A judge finally said, look, lady, you need to sit your ass down and shut your effing pie hole. And you're going to do that for the next 3 months in the ladies' cooler.
Yeah. Wonder if she tried that routine in prison. I wonder how long that would last.
Yeah, hopefully this makes her realize there's consequences, but I don't know. Somebody like this, probably not.
Blows my mind that it took that long, and it blows my mind that nobody strangled her to death.
Like you said, that's got to be a very tolerant, easygoing neighborhood.
It says here also, similar, I guess, there was a lady Summers, I don't know where, and it doesn't matter, who drove her neighbors up a wall every night by playing the same song louder than balls for 16 years. I wish I had more details on that, but I do not. Every night for 16 years, she'd crank up some terrible song.
Yeah, I can't pronounce the name of the song. It was Slovakia is where this happened.
I told you about my brother's neighbor with the REO Speedwagon. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, my brother and I are both real Americans. We love REO Speedwagon. But my brother had this neighbor who would sit out on his deck every night and get drunk and crank REO Speedwagon. And every night became a problem for my brother, where he finally snapped on the guy. I was over at my brother's place in his backyard. We were putting together a grill or something. And all of a sudden, Roll With the Changes by, great song. I love that song.
Yeah.
That's one of the best songs ever. Roll With the Changes starts up by REO Speedwagon. Louder than hell from the neighbor. And my brother pokes his head over the fence and goes, oh, great, Speedwagon again, huh? You friggin' jag off. You can't mix it up, for Christ's sake.
I used to live next door to an old timer, and he would sit on his balcony and drink Coors Lights every single night. And one night we were up late, we were playing some music on our deck, and he kind of leans his head over and goes, hey, if you're going to play some music, could you at least play some Seizure? I go, yeah, I got nothing against Seizure. Hell yeah. What's your request? I'll put it on for you.
Yeah, you're taking requests?
Yeah.
Man, at least he requested a solid character.
Uh-huh.
Or on the lake. I've had this happen on the lake where, park my boat at Big Island. I try not to go there when it's mental, wall-to-wall 18-year-olds.
So sometimes it's not? I always assumed it's constantly busy.
Not con. You go there on a Wednesday or whatever. So I back my boat up, and throw the anchor, and fairly quiet night there. Some dude backs up next to me, and a little closer than he had to be, but I don't care. So, whatever. After only a few minutes, he says, hey, you mind if I play some music? I said, no. He played the music so loud, it was like he was trying to alert a friend 5 miles away. And it was Stevie Ray Vaughan, who I was never a big fan of. So it was just kind of odd. It's just me and you, dude, and a few other boats. Why the hell is it that loud? And finally I said, after a few Stevie Ray Vaughan songs, I said, you got to turn that down. And he was cool about it, but I couldn't believe how loud it was.
Yeah.
Why is it so loud? It was him. I had 2 people on my boat. He had 2 people on his boat.
It's kind of crazy how some of those speaker systems on those nicer boats it's like a concert venue.
That's kind of what I think he was doing, was showing everybody how much he spent on his...
That'd be my guess. Where they have like the speakers up on, what's that called? The rails that are above a boat. I don't know what we call it. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea. Rails that are above a boat?
I'm using I don't know boat
Oh,
terms.
the things that like hold like a wakeboard and stuff?
Yeah, whatever those
the
are.
thing. Yeah, the thing.
Okay, the thing.
Yeah.
So it's basically, like the same things you'd see lights hanging off at a Metallica show.
Yeah.
They got one of those with speakers everywhere.
Very fancy. All right, a lady in New York stole 10 tons of asphalt. What are we going to play some Foursquare? What are we doing?
I love Foursquare.
A lady in New York stole 10 tons of asphalt. I don't know if she's going to build a basketball court for the kids in town. This lady, she was working for the New York State Department of Transportation. She snatched a big damn truckload or 2 of that asphalt. Tina is her name. Tina, come get some ham, right? That's what I think of every time I hear the name Tina.
Me too. I can't think of Tina
that
without
Tina
that.
should come and get some ham. I don't know what this gal had in mind. She worked for the state DOT. She ordered a pile of asphalt to be delivered to a private residence. I'm guessing the driver didn't think twice, If Tina says this is where I'm supposed to take the asphalt, then that must be the place. I think maybe Tina sold the asphalt to somebody and pocketed the monies. She turned herself into local law enforcement. Tina's going to go ahead and take her medicine.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but like you hear people stealing grease from restaurants and selling it and making some big money.
Yeah.
I thought somebody was pranking me the first time they said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too, because there was a Simpsons episode about it, and I thought it was just a joke, like no one would ever do this. And I found out it actually happens in real life. I was blown away.
I got to get into the restaurant grease business.
Want to get in the grease business with me, Josh?
Let's do it.
I got a hippy-dippy friend who just does the weirdest things. Buys bulk this and bulk that because he has a plan for the future. Just the oddest things. One time, Josh, he bought 2 50-gallon drums of restaurant grease from a restaurant. Okay?
So he did.
Yes. And I don't remember what he said he was going to do with it, like try to turn it into fuel or something.
What?
I mean, trust me, this guy's got ideas you've never even friggin' heard of. So, he's got 2 50-gallon drums of restaurant grease at his cabin. And one night, he decided we would use it to start a fire. In the fire pit.
Oh, man, that seems like a bad idea.
I thought we were going to kill everyone who had property on that body of water. Mm-hmm. I have never seen
What?
a more out-of-control fire in my life.
Does that reek?
I don't remember a smell.
Must not.
I just remember looking as far into the sky as I could see. That's how far that fire was. It was tickling Mars with the...
had he done this before?
No.
Okay. It does sound like it'd be kind of cool to watch, but a little too much.
We were very excited.
Was beer involved?
Beers have been involved in a lot of his life.
Yeah, but I'm not blaming it on that.
Okay.
It was fairly early in the night. I mean, the neighbors came over and said, "Is everything going to be okay?" And we said, "We don't know. We don't know."
People from the other side of the lake are concerned.
You could have seen it from... All right, I think we got time for one more. What the hell is this? This is a damned embarrassing situation right here. I don't care who you are. This is embarrassing. A damn grown man tried to steal a van and then somehow got locked inside the van.
That's pretty good.
And the dude ended up crying out for help like a child. 26-year-old, yes?
I don't know if he wants us to say his name anymore, but remember we had a trooper on who, for a while, our trooper, and when he was, he's kind of like a Boy Scout. And when he first got his squad, he would clean it every single day, inside and out. And I think he said he was living with his parents at the time. And one time he was in the back, and he somehow got locked back there, and he had to yell until his mom came out and let him out of the vehicle.
Dude.
Can you imagine Mom, don't ever tell anybody about this. He did mention it on the air, but I don't know if he's still cool with that story. Longtime listeners probably remember who this was, but
that's funny.
He got locked in the back of his own squad trying to clean that thing.
So this is a 26-year-old man, still pretty young, but still. And the dude's name is Dean. That makes it even more shameful, I think, because the Deans that I've known in my lifetime have, number one, been frightening individuals. And also, the Deans that I've known over the years would never allow themselves to end up looking like such a bitch.
I'm with you.
Locking themselves in a van and crying for help.
I know 2 Deans, and they're cool dudes. You know what else? Both of them can dance. Great dancers, those Deans.
That's cool.
Really?
Yep.
The Deans that I know would never be caught dead on a dance floor.
Never?
No, that's too... That's not manly for the Deans that I know. And the Deans that I know would probably rather light that van on fire and burn to death in it than get caught inside the van, locked in there and unable to get out, looking like a jackass. This here Dean, this is all on video apparently. He tried to steal someone's landscaping van, but he somehow got locked inside. The local cops have audio and video of Dean hollering for help inside the van. So the word is, Dean got into the van. It was unlocked. The owner of the van, who was just beginning his work in the neighborhood as a landscaper, the owner of the van had no idea that stupid Dean had snuck in there. And the owner of the van locks the vehicle once he starts his landscaping work. Dean didn't have a chance in hell of getting out. So he started screaming and kicking the doors, looking for help. He claimed he couldn't breathe in there.
Oh.
I can't breathe, apparently, is something he was hollering from inside the van. Landscaper guy heard all the screaming and crying up and down, saw stupid Dean in there, and hilariously didn't let him out until the cops got there. They let him cook in there for a stretch of time.
That's good. That would be satisfying if you're the person who's the victim of this crime, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just the guy's such a bumbling moron.
But I'm kind of thrown by this. There was no latches inside the van that Dean could grab and unlock the door?
I can't figure that out either.
Is it something about automatic locks that I'm not aware of? Anyway, you want to hear a truly chicken excuse?
Yes.
Dean told the police that he was handing out business cards in the neighborhood and a dog chased him. He got scared and ran into the truck for safety.
Kind of creative.
Dean. Those are the Deans that I know.
The only Dean that I've ever heard of, I guess off the top of my head, is Dean from Gilmore Girls, and he's a great guy.
Ashley, why would you bring that up? I was having a good day.
You don't like
yeah, I
Gilmore?
forgot you hate it because your wife watches it like crazy.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh.
The Deans that I know, you can't call him Dean. You have to call him Dean. Yeah. One of the Deans that I know got drunk and drove down 169, and then he got too drunk to drive, so he pulled over, and he fell asleep in the ditch.
What?
And we found him laying in the ditch next to his motorhome. He drove a motorhome, by the way.
I'm glad he pulled over.
Dean. There he was, spread eagle in the ditch, broad daylight, 169, down by Mankato. We found him.
Oh, I thought you meant he fell asleep in the car. He got out and just fell asleep.
I thought the car too.
That was part of the fun.
Yeah.
He's got a motorhome.
The bed in it, probably.
There were 3 beds in it, but he got out and and slept in the ditch. It may have been too warm in the motorhome. It was summer. That was Dean. That was just one of the Deans that I know.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Croatia across the line.
Racing to the line there. The crowd clearly enjoying this.
Yeah, the biggest cheer of the day is not for any of the skiers so far. Well, that's true speed. Down the finishing straight, the local wildlife domesticated.
The
The following portion of the program has been edited to remove licensed music.
Ha ha! There was a dog on the thing.
I loved it.
On the course. REO Speedwagon. Soon as you are able, I'm willing.
Do you think we just pissed off your brother? Or can he listen to this now?
That was a long time ago. He's probably over it. He probably welcomes a little REO into his life again after living through what he went through 25 years ago. He had a neighbor who would always crank REO, and he finally snapped. What a beautiful song. Can I tell you my REO Speedwagon Roll with the Changes friggin' story? This was at Moondance Jam many years ago, and if any of us have been to Moondance Jam up in, what do they call that town, Walker? It's an older crowd. You know, you get grandparents that hang out at Moondance Jam and plant yeah, it's a little bit of everything. You get grandparents that plant their lawn chairs in a field with a little umbrella so the sun doesn't bother them too much. And, you know, it's a lot of classic rock, older bands. You know, I know in recent years they've drugged some harder acts into the mix, but I went there one year and it was mostly bands like REO Speedwagon, Loverboy, you know, 70s, 80s lighter rock.
Nice.
So Kevin Cronin, the lead singer of REO Speedwagon, at the time maybe he was at 60. Nowadays he's probably closing in on 80 years old now, Kevin Cronin. So I'm standing there with my Steve Weiser and a bunch of friends, and we are pretty much surrounded by all older people. And Kevin Cronin gets on the mic and says, you know, we've been doing this now for 30 years. And the crowd says, yay. And he says, you know, I'm 58 years old now or something along those lines. And I'll tell you what, my wife and I still get after it like we're kids.
Thank you.
I can get, he more or less described for the crowd of mostly older people how he can still get as hard today as he could 25 years ago.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right? Hushed silence. No one really reacted to what he had said. Everyone was a little thrown by it. We hadn't really heard anything like that so far from any of the artists. And all these old people are kind of looking looking at each other like, did he just tell us how hard? And he says, all right, this one's called Roll with the Changes.
I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing about Bruce Dahl, their bass player's erection, but I'm not a Kevin Cronin erection guy.
Bruce Dahl, who was the father of Bobby Dahl from
Is he really?
Poison.
Are you messing with me?
All right.
Another bass player. I mean, there's
a-
some correlation there that I could believe that.
There was a dog on the skiing hill the other day, and everybody loved him. It was a dog.
It was very cute.
Dog just looks so happy.
Yeah.
They
he looked
do, don't they?
absolutely giddy about the
They
whole
do. They
ordeal.
have a good time.
And I think the dog thought everybody was cheering for him, though, but he thought he was the main attraction there, not the skiers.
I mean, it was unbelievable, Dana. It was a dog.
He was the dog.
People were saying it was more exciting than just watching it normally.
Yeah.
What, cross-country skiing?
Yeah.
They need dogs to be added to. Team USA men's hockey, they won. So did the Canadians. So we're cruising towards this thing, this gold medal game. Today, the Canadians play Czechia or something. The United States plays Finland. If they both win, they'll meet in the goal. The friggin' Swedes gave the Americans a problem or two yesterday. What's his nuts here from the Pigs got the game winner. We'll get into it big time with Randy Shaver. We're running out of time here. The Canadians had to go to overtime. The ladies' gold medal game is today against Canada at noon. So there's plenty going on. Cubby's coming up next.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today, 763-571-2410, or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamins podcast. Every week, we talk personal finance trends.
I think it's tough finding like a stock certificate from 1987 in Grandpa's drawer. Wait until you need the Face ID to unlock Cash App.
It's so sad what money does to people.
It happens. That's why you don't tell anybody what you got.
That guy who had the brilliant idea, I don't want my relatives to know how much money I have. So every time I go to Thanksgiving, I ask them if I can borrow more.
Stealth wealth.
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
They want to glorify the fact that they're criminals. It's dumb. These guys are dumb. They deserve to be tossed under the jail just for being dumb.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Families have, problems just like everyone else. So I don't know all the details or anything like that. But, it might have just been an argument that went a little too far.
Oh, I'd say so. A fight over their home's temperature led a New York man to blast his own sister in the face with a friggin' crossbow.
No kidding. Shot her right between the eyes?
Luckily, it just kind of grazed off her cheek. But, if I had a crossbow, I'd want to shoot it. Just not at people.
At family?
Nope, not at family.
If you had to pick one family member to shoot a crossbow at, who would you pick?
Well, that's a tough call.
Yeah.
Some of them would just be putting them out of their misery, so it would be a mercy killing. Police in Nassau.
It wouldn't be anyone. I can answer for him, I think, because of my knowledge of his family. It wouldn't be anyone from your immediate family.
No, not at all.
It'd be an uncle or a cousin.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're dead on that.
Problem is, the guys that I'm picturing, the uncles and cousins that I'm picturing, they already have a weapon trained on you. You just don't know it.
And you know what's sad?
Right.
For me, at least, they're trained to use them.
Yes, they are. Josh, I think your only chance is to get them while they're sleeping.
That's it.
Yeah. They already...
I'd have to line them up just and hope that bolt can penetrate a few people in a row.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm in some serious trouble because they're deadly. Police in Nassau County responded to a home just before 9:30 p.m. Friday, arriving to find a 28-year-old woman bleeding on the right side of her face. Investigators said 21-year-old Sammy Sedham went straight to medieval weaponry, firing a bolt from a crossbow at his sister, just grazing her face. His sister had pulled into their attached garage after returning home from the gym. She noticed her brother sitting in his parked car across the street. They both got out. The victim tried to enter the code to close the garage door when investigators say she felt the sharp pain on the right side of her face.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't like an argument gone sideways. This kid's just a sick maniac.
Yeah, it started over an argument.
Oh.
But not at that moment. He was waiting for her, and he'd been planning this for a while.
Oh, okay.
She called police. When officers arrived, they found a bolt lodged into the back wall of the garage. A search of the suspect's bedroom revealed the coolest bedroom on the East Coast. They had the box for the crossbow, a katana samurai sword.
What?
And a MacBook.
Yeah.
All ending up seized by police. Prosecutors say he admitted to shooting and trying to kill his sister.
Tried to kill her.
Yeah. Again, this is a fight over the thermostat. And he had planned to do it since Christmas when they fought over the thermostat.
Oh, my God, dude.
Wow, so it was premeditated.
Even if there was no thermostat in the house, this kid eventually would have tried to kill someone in his family.
Yeah, it would have been something.
Yeah.
Something dumb.
Katana sword, huh?
That part's pretty cool.
That creeps me out. Many years ago, a girlfriend took me to a house party that her cousin, speaking of cousins, her cousin was throwing a house party. I'd never met these people. We walk in, and the cousin was very friendly, a guy. Hey, man, nice to meet you. Whatever this gal's name at the time that I was dating. She says a lot of nice things about you. Can I show you my bedroom? He says, almost immediately. Okay. And his bedroom was, every inch of the walls of his bedroom were covered by deadly samurai swords.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, come on. It was so friggin' creepy. I wanted to leave immediately.
That sounds cool.
My youngest son, when he was maybe 6, 7, he won a jiu-jitsu tournament, and they gave him a sword. That was his prize.
That's cool.
And I was pretty shocked. I'm like, awesome. Not sharp at all, by the way. I could hit you with it, and it would do 0 damage.
It's still pretty sweet, though.
Yeah.
One of the samurai swords One of the samurai swords that a complete stranger who I'd only known for 25 seconds wanted to show me, was desperate to show me. One of the samurai swords was signed by Randy Jackson, the guy from, what do you call that show again?
American Idol?
Yeah.
That's so odd.
That's what he told me. It was signed by Randy Jackson from American Idol.
Is he a known lover of swords, or
Yeah.
that's just all he had? And...
Yeah, he's an assassin.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
He puts down the bass guitar and picks up a katana?
Yeah.
Police in Florida say 32-year-old Kaylin Blaine has been charged with felony assault, felony pickle assault. When officers arrived on the scene, police say there were pickles and pickle juice scattered across the apartment. Blaine's boyfriend...
You ever gone after anybody with your pickle?
No way. No. That's mine, and mine alone. I hate it. Blaine's boyfriend and cohabitant also had a knot on the top of his head, courtesy of a forceful introduction to a glass of the briny delicacy. Blaine, and the 34-year-old victim had argued Monday morning about the cleanliness of their Clearwater, Florida apartment. After being accused of making the mess, Blaine became agitated and made a Vlasic mistake. She grabbed the very jar of pickles she'd been enjoying moments earlier and clobbered the victim by delivering dill to the top of his head.
The pickle jar upside the...
threw it right at him.
Yeah.
Blaine, who declined to speak with cops, didn't get any sympathy from them either. She was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, the glass pickle jar, and was booked into the county jail.
Well, yeah, that's
charged with a felony.
It's got a good chance to kill you.
Oh, yeah, that would smarts. That's for sure.
It's got a good chance to kill you dead.
There's bad at your job, and then there's 41 dismissed DUI arrests bad. In Bedford County, a Tennessee Highway Patrol trooper discovered a remarkable talent for arrests which should never have happened. Case in case, face planted after blood tests showed many drivers were within legal limits or impressively innocent with no alcohol or drugs in their system at all.
Did you get an apology from the officer? No. This could happen to your child. This could happen to your parent. This could happen to your coworker.
An investigation showed 8 cases where drivers were completely sober. In 14 more, the driver's blood alcohol levels were within legal limits.
Was he dishing out DUIs so he would look like the hero cop?
They didn't quite say, but that's my guess, right?
Dude, that's horrible.
And many of them, they had a notable absence of actually being drunk at all. The remaining 19 dismissed cases were dropped for other reasons, including the trooper being unavailable for court or suddenly having a short memory when it came time to recall the arrests. Personnel records show the trooper resigned from the Tennessee Highway Patrol in 2024 with no reason given. The officer is just the latest trooper identified in that investigation, but data indicates the issue reaches far beyond just one badge. New figures from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation revealed since 2017, more than 2,500 Tennesseans have been arrested for DUI, only for blood tests to later confirm a total lack of alcohol or drugs, which is totally bogus.
How sleazy, Cubby.
Yeah. I mean, some of these people were out tens of thousands of dollars.
Jeez.
Some of them lost their jobs.
F me running.
Over this jerkwad, or a couple of jerkwads.
But they're finally figuring it out?
Yeah, they figured it out.
Will there be some monetary settlements?
I would think the state's going to be paying out a lot of money.
Lick me down. I would be so pissed off if I knew I didn't have one drinky all night long and John Law is dragging me into jail for a Dewey.
I can't even imagine just being that callous.
I would end up in jail for some kind of an attack. You know what I mean?
They
Absolutely.
should give you a couple of free punches. That's for sure. And Tennessee doesn't stand alone. A nationwide investigation found similar sober drivers arrested for DUI in Alabama, Hawaii, Florida, and Iowa. Now the wrongful arrests are fueling a fresh wave of federal lawsuits. So, yeah, the payouts could be huge, and these people deserve something. I mean, the ones that lost their job, all the money they spent on lawyers.
I think that's a first. I don't think we've ever heard of something like that. A cop giving out phony DWIs.
Yeah, on purpose.
On purpose,
sure,
right? Just to be the stud cop in the.
Yeah, that's my guess. He wanted to be the superhero there.
One of the best nights I ever had as a teenage kid. I think I was 16. I came home from a night of drinking at a house party. I'm hammered. And I walk in, my mother's sitting right there, which is, you always go, oh, great. You know, I wonder if she's going to see it on me or smell it on me. I walk in the house. Hi, Mom. She goes, hi. How was your night? That was all right. What'd you do? Nothing. I go and sit on the couch next to my sister, who's even drunker than I am, right?
Yeah.
My sister was like 19 at the time, 18. And we're both, so I'm sitting with my sister, and we're both giggling our asses off because here we are, underage and hammered, and Mom has no idea, and she's sitting right across the room, even conversing with the both of us, right? Mom has no idea. We thought we were just hilarious and brilliant that we're getting away with this. My brother walks in the door, who hadn't had a drink all night. Surprisingly, he took a girl out on a date. I know he doesn't look like the type that would attract women at any time in his life, but my brother had 0 drinks, walks in the door from on a date, and my mom says, "Hi, how are you doing?" My brother says, "Pretty good." My mom says, "You're drunk, aren't you?"
She's playing the odds.
And my brother says, "What? Oh, you look drunk. Have you been drinking?" "No, I was out on a date." "You're drunk. I can tell." And my sister and I are the only ones in the room who are drunk. And we let him have it. We didn't cut in or we didn't interrupt or nothing. We let my mom completely tear my brother down to nothing, accusing him of being drunk for no reason. It was beautiful.
That's so crazy.
Did he ever convince her?
No, they screamed at each other all night over it.
So she still thinks.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. Streaming now on Netflix, the 3rd season premiere of The Night Agent. 11 on Stranger Things. Millie Bobby Brown, 22. Benicio del Toro, 59. Justine Bateman turned 60.
Ooh.
Yeah, hubba, right?
Who was more in love with Justine Bateman in 1985, me or you?
Probably you. You're a little older. 1985, I hadn't developed.
What was that show called? Family Ties?
Family Ties, yep.
Wow, well, we will. Between Justine and her television mother, I really enjoyed watching that program.
Yeah, there was something about her. Still is.
Both of them.
Seal is 63 today. Jeff Daniels turned 71, and the only original member to appear on every Sabbath album, Black Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi.
Oh, my God.
78.
It's a lot of records he's been on, too.
Happy 26 to Wannabe, dominated by goth muscle mommy Jesus. And Dana, he was hoping you would seductively say good boy.
Oh, good boy.
And then he told me to tell you yuck afterwards. He knew you would fall for it and wanted me to say yuck. And then, of course, a shout out to the plow guys and gals doing their best to get us to and from work safe. We appreciate you. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Extra skater on for Sweden. There's Raymond. Slides it across. Score! Sweden ties it. And we are headed for overtime in Milan. Now Quinn Hughes. We played 3.5 minutes in overtime. Quinn Hughes shoots. He scores! He scores! Quinn Hughes in overtime wins it. And the United States will move on and face Slovakia in the semis.
Randy Shaver, those friggin' Swedes.
Almost, man.
Big, stubborn bastards that they are. They proved to be a problem.
Almost.
They proved to be a problem for Team USA yesterday in the Olympic quarterfinal.
What a heart attack game, man.
Jeez, no kidding.
Oh, I mean, when they scored that goal to tie it, it was like, oh, no.
Everybody puckered up.
Oh, my God, yes.
She went on into overtime a few minutes in. There goes the Pigs' Quinn Hughes. Booger. He walked in and beat the Swede goalie with a
clank off the pipe.
Stiff wrist shot. Kid's got a wrist shot. And the boys can now move on to the, as the announcer said, the semis. I don't know, I say semis, but I'm not trying to start trouble. I'm not a big fan of 3-on-3 hockey, but this is...
I am not either.
This is exactly why they came up with it. So a lot of open ice can create pretty endings, and that's what they got yesterday, a pretty ending.
Yep.
As you know, when you play 5-on-5 overtime, like God intended, a lot of times, what's the winning goal? A wrist shot from the point that clanks off everybody's ass cheek and dribbles into the net. They don't want that anymore. They want pretty endings, and they got it.
I love the announcing team talking about Eriksson Ek defending Quinn Hughes prior to that goal. They were talking about taking away his forehand and how he defended Quinn Hughes so well. I don't think he was on the ice when Hughes scored the game winner. But there was a lot of discussion about those two teammates going against each other and how Eriksson Ek had done a nice job defending Quinn Hughes earlier. So,
yeah, he's a solid player, Eriksson Ek, solid all-around player. But even Foligno yesterday on the telephone said those Swedes are a pain in the ass. So now for the Americans, Americans to advance to the gold medal match, they will first have to survive a semifinal matchup with the surprising Slovaks. Like Jesse the Body.
Yeah.
The friggin' Slovaks. They are not loaded with NHL players. But they pounded Germany a day or two ago to advance to the semifinal. I mean, who gives a rat's ass if they got NHL players or not? They made it this far.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, you can't take them lightly, that's for sure.
So the other side of the bracket is the Canadians and the friggin' Finns.
And the Canadians had to go to overtime, too, if I'm...
Yeah, they need to score a goal late just to send it to overtime.
Right, they damn near wet the bed.
Yeah.
The high-maintenance prima donna Canadian Men's Olympic Hockey Club damn near wet the bed. Had to, like Dana said, had to score a late goal, went into overtime, escaped disaster by beating Czechia.
Midway through the game when they were down, I was thinking to myself, I want Canada to lose to us in the gold medal game, so I want them to win here so they can get there. But then about overtime, I was like, oh, screw it. I just want to see them embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly.
Knock their ass out.
Yeah.
I would have been fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be tomorrow, those semifinal games.
I think the women's gold medal is today. Is that right?
Yep. That's right.
Okay.
Did you say earlier 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock? I can't remember what you said, Nick.
I really don't remember what I said.
I believe it's 11.
Noon, 1, 11. Let's go along with it. Yeah, the ladies' gold medal game is today at noon. Americans versus Canadians. I hate to tell you, we had some big plans fall through last minute. We were hoping today to talk to our Winter Olympics correspondent.
Oh, your buddy.
What were you going to call this segment again?
The Shirtless Hillbilly Winter Olympics Update.
Yeah, I was looking forward to
that. Maybe we can talk to him tomorrow. Don't we work tomorrow?
We do.
My bro MJ, total shirtless hillbilly, known him for quite a few years. We went up to Brainerd International Raceway together many, many times and had some wonderful experiences up there together.
Meant to be my husband.
I told Ashley that.
Yeah, that's right. That was an off-air conversation a couple seconds ago.
And it's not the first time I brought this up. If you would have met MJ before you met your current husband and before MJ met his current wife, I believe the two of you would have instantly fallen in love. He's a lot like Ashley's current husband, only much, much, much better looking. And with a lot more charisma and humor and just overall appeal.
I missed out.
Wow.
And, when Ashley first joined the show, MJ, who is a listener, would ask me at beer parties and whatnot, what's up with this Ashley gal? So I was showing her pictures of MJ earlier, and you agree that if you would have met him first, you would have fallen completely in love.
Yeah, we were meant to be in a different timeline.
If that's not too much work.
It would be a lot of work for a guy like me, but I'll try. So MJ, remember yesterday we were talking, I got a friend that's at the Winter Olympics in Italy, and I couldn't figure out why would it be MJ? He's a shirtless hillbilly. How did he get access to, and he's the guy that sent me a photo of the Kelsey brother. He was sitting next to one of the Kelsey brothers at a hockey game. So it was I couldn't figure it out on my own. I found out why MJ is at the Olympics. His wife, who's now pregnant with one of his babies, if you can believe that, his wife has a cousin on the United States women's hockey team.
Oh.
Who are playing today, like we said, for the gold medal. So maybe we can talk to him tomorrow. The reason he's unable to join us this morning, he texted at 4 a.m., which would be 11 o'clock in the morning in Italy, and he said he partied way too friggin' hard last night. And he also believes, well, see now, and the thing about MJ is he can party all night and be fresh the next day. So it's not the liquor that slowed him down. He said he thinks he caught some of that food poisoning. So he's in and out the bathroom.
Yeah. That sucks.
So hopefully tomorrow we can go ahead with our shirtless hillbilly Winter Olympics update. You want to see a picture of the guy, Cubby?
Yeah, I missed that.
That proves that he's perfect for Ashley? Well, first, here's a picture of he and his wife at the Olympics, and they're going into one of the hockey games. But you can't really see his mug. He's wearing, what do you call those things again? Sunglasses is how you say it. Here's a better picture of the kid, and tell me that he wasn't, sorry, I'm no good at this cell phone stuff. Here you go. Is that not the guy for her? And he's
Ashley, you screwed up.
Yeah.
I didn't know about him.
I mean,
you messed up big time.
You love fishing and whatnot.
Yes, I do.
This MJ kid could catch you a 10-pound walleye and a trophy muskie within an hour, anywhere you go.
Gosh darn it.
He used to be involved in motorsports. Does that turn you on?
That's pretty sweet.
Motorsports? So hopefully we can talk to him tomorrow, but I never in a million years thought of the connection. So, yeah, his wife's cousin is one of the gals on Team USA's women's hockey team. So what were we saying? We were talking hockey. I got much more on that. Oh, back to the dudes division. This is obviously bad for Team Canada. Sidney Crosby mangled himself on the ice yesterday. It says here, the hockey world is awaiting official medical updates regarding Crosby's... Is there an update?
Yes, he said he's going to be able to play.
For Christ's sake.
That he will be playing.
I didn't know. That sucks.
Yeah, I just saw that like 5 minutes ago.
The first thing I thought also, F the Olympics, the first thing I thought was, I have heard his name thrown around this hockey season.
For the Wild.
For a couple of clubs, one being the Pigs. That maybe Bill Guerin has been making some telephone calls to get that final piece to the puzzle before they make their playoff push. And I wondered, a guy like Bill Guerin, when he's watching that game yesterday and sees Crosby go down, he's thinking, hey, great for Team USA, right? Because he's the coach or the GM or whatever he is. But also thinking about his real job, I wonder if he was thinking, oh, Christ, I wanted to make a trade for that dude.
Mm-hmm.
But then I read this morning also that, and this is something that I don't keep up with much anymore, I certainly pay attention to where the Pigs are at in the standings, but what I wasn't aware of is it looks like the Pittsburgh Penguins are a playoff team this year. So that would probably dummy down the odds of Sid Crosby.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
So, okay, he's going to play.
He said that I think the quote was, "You can't rule me out," something like that.
Okay.
So
now back to Quinn Hughes, Booger. Saw an article yesterday. This is friggin' fascinating to me. I didn't know this had been going on for so long, but it's been going on ever since Hughes first entered the league and started playing for the Vancouver Canucks. The article pointed out, and once I read it, and once I looked a little deeper into it, they're absolutely accurate. The article pointed out that a lot of the time, Quinn Hughes, when he's on the ice, has a very vacant serial killer look on his face.
Oh, that's all over social media.
This was news to me, too, so it seemed like it was well known.
It is.
And so, like,
not to me and you, because we're not on social media, but
I had no idea. And like, people were commenting on it, and they're going back a long time.
Yeah.
He's kind of known for this.
There's photos of him just sitting on the bench with just a blank stare, and the caption will be
Seeing
something
ghosts.
like, or something like plotting his next murder.
I love it.
So, yeah, like I said, this has been going on since he was a rookie in Vancouver on that godless, soulless, and often wildly misinformed social media. I was not aware. But once I looked up and down at this article, they're friggin' right.
Yeah, what's going on here?
He often has a very creepy 1,000-yard stare on his mug. It's a little unnerving.
we need to ask Marcus about that.
Yes, we do. Had I known about it yesterday, we would have asked him yesterday.
Yeah.
So, like we were discussing, there's a running joke online that his very vacant facial expressions make it look like he's being haunted by ghosts.
It totally does.
Hockey fans say he looks like he's hearing the voices of the dead.
Almost like the kid in Sixth Sense. I see dead people.
It is kind of unnerving, isn't
yes,
it?
Yes, it is. Do you guys have friends who, when they, when they're not talking, when they're just resting, they have kind of a vacant serial killer look?
Yes.
I can picture a couple of them.
Or the friends that just have like such severe resting bitch face that you always think they're in a bad mood.
Well, Josh has that problem.
Yeah, I do. I can't control my face. I wish I could stop that.
The resting bitch face is a totally different animal. We're talking about just the vacant serial killer. There was one dude, a friend of mine, we stood up together for another friend at a wedding. And so we're standing there, with the suit and just standing and waiting for whatever you do up there, waiting for them to say I do so we can get the hell off the stage. And I look at my friend as we're both up there standing up for our friend, and the look on his face was terrifying. He just had the most vacant... That's the only word that I think is most fitting, just vacant, like there's nothing behind his eyes. Now, he is an odd guy. Your friends who have the serial killer look, are they odd people?
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
They're not, you say, Ashley.
No.
But, Josh, you say...
Yes.
Quinn, I don't know much about Quinn. Is he a weird guy? Or should we be worried about him living in town? So Hughes was asked about this while hanging out over there at the Olympics. Someone asked him about this friggin' look he's got on his face 8 times out of 10. And he said, I'm usually pretty zoned in on what's going on with myself. I'm trying to get ready to do what I need to do. I don't like that answer. That's way too simple. That is way too simple an answer. I don't know if I trust this kid.
I want him to say he's seeing ghosts. I'm with you on that. Something more fun. You know who else has that look? 9. When 9's getting ready to go out on the field.
Why the hell do you got to drag that friggin' idiot into this conversation?
Well, you're wearing your 9 jersey today, so I thought maybe you wanted me to bring it up. Yeah, he has that angry look.
Are you playing off that meme?
Oh, yeah, I love that meme.
Who doesn't?
So goofy.
Dumbest picture ever taken of any athlete ever.
So manufactured.
You know what? That's exactly right, Randy. I think that makes it more annoying. Yeah, I wanted to buy... I was at a sports shop by us, and I saw a 9 T-shirt, and I thought, I got to get this for Nick. But unfortunately, it was like a child's large. That's the only, believe it or not, that's the only one I had left.
You're talking about a jersey?
No, a T-shirt.
And it said just 9?
It had 9 and had that meme on there.
Oh, I would love to wear that T-shirt.
Yeah, it was. They only had one, and I'm assuming it's because they didn't order many, not that it's sold out.
You already buy too many things for me. So this Hughes kid, obviously, we've known this for a long time. This Hughes kid is a tremendous player, but I'm a little worried about his mental state. Listen to this. This is so creative. This is so. Now that I've looked at the pictures and really looked into this, I'm worried. So listen to this line from a hockey fan on social media. It says here, watching Quinn Hughes communicate with the Victorian ghost children that haunt him has been the highlight of the Winter Games. He's communicating, Josh, with Victorian ghost children.
That's definitely something you see in the movies.
Man.
There's some, so like I said, until yesterday, this article, I'd never heard of it, and I felt shame because it apparently was very well known. But there's some photos where it looks like he's maybe you've been in this situation, doing your best not to vomit. He has that look like he's really concentrating on please don't barf, please don't barf.
I'll have to look a little closer.
Something like he's kind of looking down and he's got like a miserable, vacant look.
I know the trying not to barf face.
That's maybe the only time you pray, Nick. Is when you're like, please God.
I've seen it in the mirror. I've seen it on others. The trying not to barf face. I'll look into that.
No, that's a tough feeling.
But you know what? I love this subject. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about this. I think it's very interesting. The scene from The Shining where Jack Nicholson is staring out the window at his wife and child running around the maze. Ashley knows it.
Yeah,
I do too.
One of the most infamous scenes from The Shining where Jack Nicholson is just. That's Quinn effing Hughes. Sorry. That's Quinn Hughes. I thought the most expressionless guy in town, you guys probably won't get this, but Randy Shaver will. I thought the most expressionless person in town was Jaden McDaniels.
I love his face.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's one of the first things I ever
For
noticed
sure.
about him.
But-
This
but-
guy is never happy.
Right.
No.
But
He does kind of RBF.
Smile once.
Yeah, but I don't think you get the same vibe as the Quinn Hughes thing.
No, it's not as vacant and frightening.
Yeah, it's not as vacant.
Yeah.
That's key.
His eyes are off. Maybe that's
Hughes?
No, McDaniels.
His eyes are off?
Yeah, his right eye like kind of goes up.
Does it go
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. You haven't noticed that?
I don't think so.
Like a lazy eye.
But my wife and I, who watch every Timberwolves game, that's one of our most fun little side notes when we're watching is how Jaden McDaniels, well, see, here he's got a smile on his face. I see what you mean about how one eye is a little higher than the other. His team photo, he's actually smiling, which you never see. So he still leads the league in town as far as expressionless.
He will make like the best basket I've ever seen made.
Yeah.
And it will pan to him and he's just deadpan.
Yeah, it's the same. He has the same look on his face during a dramatic play as he does when he's tying his shoes an hour before game time.
And it doesn't help that, like, usually they pan to him and then they'll pan over to Anthony Edwards, and he's just the smiliest guy in the world.
It's one of my favorite things about watching the Wolves is Jaden McDaniels, and it's part of what makes him so friggin' cool.
Yeah.
I think you could say that a guy like Jack Morris kind of has that same look too.
When Jack was playing the game, he was very focused.
Very focused, yeah.
You could tell he was thinking about one thing, and that was winning. Where Quinn Hughes, I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
You don't want to know.
Jaden McDaniels, it's not as intimidating, it's not as frightening, but also he looks as if there's just nothing on his mind. I wish I could have that side to myself where I could be so relaxed,
Yeah, he kind of does look like it's just a body, and then the soul escapes for a while, does some other things, and then jumps back in.
Oh, we got people texting in who notice these things. Rosy-cheeked Jesus. Former twin Jorge Polanco never blinks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
You're right. He never blinks. Catfishing Jesus says, Quinn Hughes will murder you. Jaden McDaniels will just mumble under his breath and grab you by the neck.
Oh, man.
I'm so glad that, as you can tell, I'm so glad I bumped into that article. I find that.
Yeah.
Now I want a Quinn Hughes cam
and
to follow him around.
And the thing is, after you've said this, everybody will look at him and can't get that out of their head now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, I can't change how I'm going to think that all the time now.
Right. Yeah, that buddy of mine, when we were standing up for that wedding, I just, my damn, it was... Ain't this a pisser right here? Remember when Lindsey Vonn, when she crashed while skiing at the Olympics there and hurt herself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There went her Olympic hopes and dreams, by God, in an instant. Right from the get-go, she was all done. You know what happened the next day, Randy Shaver?
For her?
Yeah.
She had a ton of surgeries. I know that.
Her dog died.
Oh.
Yeah, Bubby.
That's a rough stretch.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
No kidding.
My God.
That ain't right. The day after she crashes at the Olympics and her leg gave way, the next day her dog dies on her.
The dog knew she wouldn't be able to let him out to go potty. It's like, all right, I got to take myself out, I guess.
The dog knew.
Yeah. Life is about to change, and I don't want it to.
You're not able to be the same owner that you used to be. I'm going to walk into the light.
I'm out.
Leo was the dog's name. The poor Leo died. He had recently been diagnosed with cancer. Sounds like Leo was 13 years old. That's a bad couple of days.
Yeah, that
No
sucks.
Yeah.
All right, we were talking a week ago or so about, some of these Olympic athletes. Hell, they got endorsements coming out of their ass. They're filthy rich. But a lot of them have to pay their own way. They've got real jobs. Olympics makes them, if they don't win a medal, well, even if they do win a medal, it makes them a few bucks, right?
Yeah, they're all using their PTO, most of them right now.
What the hell is PTO?
Paid time off?
Oh. Yeah. It's not as glamorous as you might think. Here's something or another. Someone wrote this up. Not a lot of it will grab you, but there's a couple, 3 you might like. Day jobs that Olympians hold when they aren't competing for their countries. And this is Winter and Summer Olympians, and they're not all Americans. These are the day jobs some of these peckerheads hold down when they're not representing. An American boxer by the name of Morel McCain. That's a female. She went to the 20 and 24 Paris Summer Olympics. When she wasn't competing, and when she's not competing, she's a party clown.
Oh, I don't like that.
She's a children's party clown. You ever hired one of those, Cubby?
No.
I never will. I hope my kid doesn't like clowns. I was telling my husband that I was going to train him to also hate clowns.
You can train
not
that.
fear, but I want him to hate them, at least.
We hired one as a joke once for a buddy's birthday party, and the guy showed up, and it was funny for about 2 minutes, and then we realized we've got this guy for like 2 hours. What do we do now?
2 hours?
It was something like that, you know? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so then it's like, oh, all right, yeah, another balloon animal. That's great, man. You know?
I would have got him good and drunk.
It was so uncomfortable.
All right, bro, get naked.
Yeah.
Turn him into a stripper.
Yeah.
I bet he was. Did he know he was showing up at a party with just adults?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, that'd be concerning.
Because it was like a Saturday afternoon type of like backyard, a keg and a grill and stuff like that. So I think he thought he was showing up to just a kid's birthday party when he got there.
Oh, I would
Honestly,
assume.
it was probably a nice break for him, though.
I don't know. I'd think, these guys are going to want water sports.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, we figured, okay, he's got to break character eventually. No, he stayed in clown mode the entire time.
No.
It wasn't like he just like, yeah, let's have a beer and hang out. Tell us about your clown. This got to be kind of interesting. You got any stories? No, he stayed in clown mode the entire afternoon.
He's a method actor.
Yes.
That really sucks.
And you just couldn't find it in your heart to tell him, just pay him what you owe him and tell him to go home?
I just think that's eventually we did. We're like, hey, this has been really fun, man, but, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks for coming by.
One of the greatest scenes in the history of the sitcom Cheers was Cliff Clavin telling the group at the bar about when his mother hired a clown for his 8th birthday and no one else showed up.
Yes.
None of the other children in the neighborhood showed up, so it was just Cliff and the clown for 2.5 hours.
And that's so perfect for Cliff.
It's one. I don't know if anyone can find it on YouTube, but it's one of the funniest. Someone sent me a picture, Josh. What do they call it? Photoshopping? And it's Quinn Hughes on the bench for Team USA looking vacant, and he's surrounded by dead Victorian children.
That's awesome.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. That's so good.
Did you see this?
He just looks like a tortured individual sometimes.
Those kids. Where'd you find those little kids?
I don't know where they found those dead Victorian children. A feller named Zachary Schubert. He's an Olympic volleyball player, I think, for Australia. When he's not doing that, he runs a cricket farm.
That's got to be annoying as hell.
Get them in your hair.
Oh, you hear them always.
They get in your hairdo. They get down in your pants. The crickets.
God, I freaking hate crickets.
Cricket farm.
What would you raise crickets for?
Feeding to lizards and whatnot, I bet.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you'd do, I guess.
Sell them to fishermen or something. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
We bought a lot of crickets in our day to feed lizards.
Yeah, bearded dragons.
Come on, Randy Shaver, you're an Iowegian. You never spent a weekend at a cricket farm?
No, of course not.
And finally, here's a guy or gal from Minnesota, Corey Dropkin, won a bronze medal for curling, is a real estate agent. Did we talk about that person?
The oldest Olympian, right? The guy from here is a lawyer. Is that maybe what you're thinking about?
Maybe.
The guy we talked about from TSR Law?
Maybe. People want us to post a picture of Quinn Hughes surrounded by dead Victorian children.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I asked the guy if he made it because I want to give him credit if he did. So we'll see what he says.
Oh, man.
Will you send that to me or just show me who it's
It's 763.
Well, there's a lot of those.
Oh, yeah, shoot. I should have done the last 4.
So that was your best hint at what number sent us
Yeah,
that.
my bad. I just wanted to do it as quick as possible. Oh, he said that, or she, I guess, said that they used AI to make it. So yeah, I will post it.
It's bigger when it's warm out. Jesus said that the guy who raised crickets on the cricket farm, he did that to sell them to people who tell bad jokes.
Oh, my God.
I love you.
That one took me a minute.
Yeah, I thought, I got to hit it right now. That was good.
And then there's talk in the town here, Randy Shaver, of a youth hockey game here that went bananas. It lasted 3 days.
It lasted 3 days?
According to the story. I don't know if I'm buying it, but according to the story, there was a girls' youth hockey game, 12-year-old kids, Cottage.
Okay.
They're into the district playoffs now. So I guess they ditched that hour clock and they play till you get a winner. So the Cottage Grove girls were playing a St. Paul club, and they went 12 overtime sessions.
Oh, my gosh.
They started the game on Monday. Ended in a tie. They played 6 overtimes, and everyone just said, let's piss on this and come back tomorrow. They came back tomorrow. They still couldn't settle it. They came back the next day.
I would just give up.
That's crazy.
I just score an own goal.
Yes.
Just flip a coin.
I'm not doing that. I'm just not.
So they went 12 overtimes on the first day, 4 overtimes the second day. The third day, they played a couple, 3 more overtimes, went to a shootout, finally ended.
Why didn't they just go to the shootout earlier?
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
What was the rule? 18 overtimes and then the shootout?
But everyone's been talking about it. It's an all-timer. They played for 3 days.
Wow.
Who was the state tournament game?
Burnsville and Duluth?
Before that, it was
Apple Valley.
Oh, it was Apple Valley, yeah.
Apple Valley, Duluth East was that legendary.
Yes.
But even before that, in the mid-'80s, there was, I think Minnetonka was involved, which of course angered everyone in the West Metro. In the mid-'80s, Minnetonka accidentally made the state high school hockey tournament and played some colossal overtime game where they had to come back the next day. Duluth East and Apple Valley, they didn't. That was one night, right?
Yeah.
I think it ended like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, I think I know what I'm talking about here. In 85 or 86, it was Minnetonka somebody. They had to come back the next day.
I think you're right.
Because the rink attendant said, look, I got a piece of ass waiting. I'm not going to sit here all night long for high school hockey.
More info on crickets from the Brother and Sisterhood.
Of course, they have more info.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
I know.
People are saying that quite a few people have said it's also for human consumption, where they
my gosh, no.
Make them into like a protein powder or something like that.
Oh yeah, and people
they grind them
just
up.
Sell like straight up crickets at the store too.
Oh, we've heard of people eating crickets before, haven't we?
Yeah, I didn't know it was like a protein powder that folks were making, and people are saying like vegetarians can eat them.
What was it that what's Zach Parisi's brother's name again?
Jordan?
What was it that Jordan ate in Vietnam?
It was a penis.
He ate a lizard penis or something.
Yeah, some sort of penis.
Yeah.
That's not a joke, by the way. He legitimately ate some sort of animal penis.
Yeah, it almost spoiled his lunch.
I'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Tip your waitress.
Oh, Randy Shaver, you've even mentioned this. There's been a lot of talk about tanking this NBA season.
Oh, it's a big story.
Teams have been intentionally sitting good players for no good reason. Because the more games they lose, the better their chances will be at a strong draft pick for the next year. The Sacramento Kings are the latest club to get their balls busted by fans and the media. Says here the Kings are shutting down another one of their best players for the remainder of the season.
Actually shutting down 2 of them.
Yeah. First, there was Zach LaVine. Oh, well, first I think they announced Domantas Sabonis, a great player, season-ending surgery, and the same day they announced that Zach LaVine is also having season-ending surgery.
Yeah.
They already have the worst record in the NBA. The decision to shut down 2 of their best players for the rest of the season, everyone says it feels a lot like tanking.
Well, the Sabonis thing, he was hurt to start the season and never really – he played about 6-7 games and played decently, but then got hurt again. So his is a little bit more legit.
Okay.
LaVine has been kind of I shouldn't say iffy, but it's been kind of in and out. And they traded for him, remember, too. So it's just been kind of a weird deal for him. But
so are you going to call it tanking or not?
For them, I would say it's more injury related. The Utah one, to me, is the tanking because
Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Jackson Jr. and Markkanen played, and they were winning a game, and then they sat him in the fourth quarter with no announcement as to why they sat the entire fourth quarter. Obviously, to lose the game. That was the reason. Then Jackson ended up having season-ending surgery. So,
well, I don't know. Let me ask you guys.
And in all reality, Nick, the NBA, this is a serious thing because the NBA, I mean, they are trying to figure out how do we make teams play their best players, and how do we kind of keep the integrity of the draft? There's a lot of discussion going on right now about the NBA and how to avoid this, like next season and the year after down the road, because it's an ongoing problem. This load management / tanking.
Some people take it very seriously. Others do not. I mean, I've heard plenty of NBA people say, hell, if it was my team, I'd want them to tank. Well, let me ask you.
But you're tanking before the All-Star break. I think that's where people have
the timing is a problem with some people.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's your fan base deserves better than that.
But let me ask you. I don't disagree with you. This is not anything that I really think about too deeply. But just let me ask you, all of you, if the Wolves had the worst record in the NBA right now,
and they've had in the past,
sure. Wolves had the worst record in the NBA right now, and we all knew deep down they made up an injury to Anthony Edwards and they made up an injury to Julius Randle and said, oh, yeah, those guys are hurt. They're sitting out the rest of the season. And we all knew they were only doing it to try to get the first draft pick next year. Would it really bother you that much?
No, I don't care.
At all. I think we'll really know officially if a team is tanking if they sign Mark Madsen to a 10-day contract to go there and chuck up some threes. Like
Mark Madsen.
Remember that for the Timberwolves? That was like the ultimate example of tanking. Mark Madsen shot like 10 three-pointers in the fourth quarter.
I don't think the Wolves have never really had to quote-unquote tank.
That's a good point.
No,
because they were so bad.
They just have to exist, and they'll be near the bottom a lot of those years.
But what would you rather see, that first draft pick next year, or they stay competitive all the way through?
But you're not in this day and age of the NBA. You are not guaranteed to get the first draft pick.
It increases
because
your
of
odds.
the lottery.
Of course.
Yeah, but we all know that that's not a guarantee either. So that logic, in some ways, doesn't.
It certainly increases your chances.
Work.
Yeah, you can tank for Shaq and end up with Christian Laettner.
Yeah, that's
what does
correct.
this say? This is funny. So someone on social media wrote this about the Sacramento Kings shutting down Sabonis and shutting down Zach LaVine. They said the Kings are turning to surgery to hit the ultimate tank accelerator. The front office is probably popping champagne bottles.
I will say this, that the discussion about the draft, there are supposedly 4 really great players that would go in the top 4 picks of the NBA draft that are not quite Cooper Flag, but they're in that ballpark, that there are 4 players that everybody kind of covets. So there's a reason to tank for good those kind of great players.
Listeners have texted in and say it wouldn't bother them if the Wolves intentionally tanked unless they were still paying top dollar for their tickets.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah, they should offer up a refund or a discounted ticket if your team is tanking.
That's a problem.
Right. A lot of money to go see a basketball game.
Yeah.
It does.
Unless you're me and Cubby, we get them for free.
and it used to be that, at least for the Timberwolves fans, it was actually sometimes more exciting to see players from the other team come, the great players, the Michael Jordans of the world, those guys to come play. Well, if those guys aren't going to play, that takes away from the experience.
I saw Shaq when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers 4 or 5 times. He never played.
Oh, that sucks. Really?
Some bitch always sat on the bench.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
You know who started all this is Greg Popovich.
Yeah, you're right.
The San Antonio Spurs were the first ones to do quote-unquote load management and sit veteran players. And they're they were the godfathers of load management.
University of yes, Randy, continue.
And it's obviously taken to extreme levels now throughout the league.
University of Nebraska head coach Fred Hoiberg lost his cool with a chicken dick college kid following Nebraska's upset loss to the Iowegians on Tuesday night. Did you see video of Fred?
I did not. I can't imagine Fred getting mad, but
yeah, Fred gets mad.
It's on 93x.com, Randy.
The Hawkeyes beat the Cornhuskers in Iowa City. Of course, because of social media, the students rushed the court after the game was over. Now, it doesn't matter who you beat now. If they're in the top 35 now, you rush the court.
Yeah.
One Iowegian college kid pointed his cellular telephone a little too close to the mayor.
Well, that's...
And Fred tried to slap it out of the kid's lube-covered hand.
Oh, why do you have lube on his hands?
He's a college kid.
Well, sometimes you don't know what those kids are going to do, too, right?
They might have lube on their hands.
Tough to hang onto a phone. I will officially apologize to Fred.
They should.
You would if you were that college kid?
Have lube on my hands?
No, apologize?
I absolutely would.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fred was trying to get through the handshake line. He was feeling a little pissy about the ball game, understandably.
Yeah.
And the kid got a little too close to Fred with his cell phone. It says here that he might get a fine from the Big Ten for what he did.
It's kind of like what happened at that North Carolina Duke game, too.
Dude.
Where things got completely out of hand, and the opposing team had a very hard time getting off the floor without being harassed. So,
what the hell? Yeah, it's similar to, you see it all. Like I said, if your team beats a team in the top 35, now you rush the court so you can be on TikTok and be on Facebook and look, it's me, I'm on the court.
I'm going to assume, because you haven't said anything, that they didn't rush the court at Williams Arena last night with the 4,000 people there to watch Gopher women's basketball upset Ohio State.
I don't know anything about that event. I'm sorry.
Gopher women last night won their 9th straight game.
Damn, I forgot all about it.
They beat 10th ranked Ohio State, and they actually beat them pretty good.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
And they are 2 games left of the season. They're now 21-6. But the sad part is, I looked at the attendance number this morning, 4,000 people at the game.
Well, I didn't even want to walk out to my mailbox last night, let alone go to Williams Arena.
Well, yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I don't know what the weather's like there.
Oh, yeah, we got blasted, Randy.
Okay, well, that's probably why then.
Okay, that threw me. I was wondering why you kept mentioning the low attendance. Yeah, the weather was terrible last night.
Okay,
there were 300,000 car accidents.
Yeah, a lot of things were canceled.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay,
they
that makes sense.
Christmas.
Well,
oh, man, that's a little early to cancel.
Well, first of all, congratulations to the Gophers, because they're playing lights-out basketball right now.
I feel terrible that I forgot all about it.
From the most game on and go Gophers, Big Ten Network.
They have a game on Sunday. Then their last game of the season is a week later on Sunday, and I think that's when they announce the tournament pairings. So this Gopher team, you know, I'm sure, well, I shouldn't say that. They have to play the Big Ten tournament, and then they announce the tournament pairings. But this Gopher team should make the tournament the way they're playing.
Go ahead. That'll be fun.
Regardless of maybe how they finish in the Big Ten tournament, but that can obviously help them quite a bit too. So,
yeah, let's see if I got any great news here from Twin Spring Training.
Nothing. 0.
Pablo Lopez, he's hurt again.
Yeah, we know that.
No, it happened. Something else happened.
He did it to the other elbow. He's got 2 elbows
other elbow.
now.
No, he didn't.
I'm kidding, of course. The other elbow gave way. He was having a thumb war with one of his teammates.
Tommy John over a thumb war.
Oh,
you know, a friend of mine fooled me.
It would just be the Twins to have
really
that happen,
would.
right?
Remember when Kirby's eye fell out?
Yes,
and
very sad.
Started the end of his career. A friend of mine fooled me. Said, you hear about Kirby's eye injury? You know, how many years ago? Is this 30 years ago? And I said, yeah. And he goes, you know how it happened, right? And I said, no, it was a thumb war. He slipped. He was having a thumb war. He thumbed himself in the. I said, are you kidding? I told you yesterday I can be very gullible. I bought it at first. That Kirby, his eye fell out. I was happy to read that Paul Molitor is apparently going to work alongside.
I love it.
Play-by-play dude Corey Provis regularly this baseball season.
Cool.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the rotating analysts for the Twins this year. Yeah.
I like that they do the rotation thing. Kind of keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
I dig it.
I do too, and I'm really happy that Paul is a part of this Twins organization in one way or the other. I just think that's a great thing for the Twins.
Oh, it's a bonus. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
LaTroy Hawkins, of course, did a lot of games with Provis last year, but now LaTroy is working for the team again.
Yeah,
on the field.
Coaching.
Yeah. What is he? What is he? A bullpen coach?
Mm-hmm. I think he's the bullpen coach. Yeah.
One of my favorite athletes ever. If you never saw him play for Real Skis when he was a big leaguer, you just don't know. Paul Molitor. He is simply one of the most incredible hitters to ever play the game.
Yep.
I've told that story before when we had Glenn Perkins on. There was that season when I was at my last job, and we were the radio home of the Twins, and we found out we got to interview Paul every Friday, and I was just over the moon excited.
Yep.
And he's a very nice guy.
And it was so great. I was so pumped up, talked baseball with Paul Molitor all summer long. And then oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
I was going to say, and then that's the year that they started out like 12-32. So we ran out of things to talk about real quick.
Yeah. Well, that could happen this year, too.
Was that his first year as a Twin?
I think so, yeah.
Like 95, 6? No, you would have still been in high school.
Oh, no, I was thinking it was his first year as a manager.
Oh, manager, sorry. Mm-hmm. When did Molitor come over here in the mid-90s?
I want to say the early 90s,
95 or 6. That's my guess.
Like he and Winfield were together, I believe, weren't they? Yeah.
Were they? Yes, I believe they were.
96 to 98.
Okay, 96.
Yep.
You know, me and my pal used to always go to the home opener. And this pal of mine obviously wasn't watching a lot of SportsCenter that spring. Because we're at the Dome, home opener. They're announcing the entire rosters, as they do for home openers. And old Bob Casey there on the mic, In center field for the Twins, 34 Kirby. Right field, Pedro Munoz. He's going through the whole roster, right? And Bob Casey says, designated hitter Paul Molitor. My buddy says, huh? When the hell did the Twins get Paul Molitor? I said, Jesus balls, they signed him like 5 months ago. Happy surprise for that friend of mine. Did you guys know that there's a documentary? By the way, this same friend who I was just telling you about, who did not know Paul Molitor was on the roster even at the home opener. The same friend of mine told me there's a documentary going about the 82 Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh, no.
I don't know where you can find it. You can look it up, but this friend of mine watched it. It's a documentary about that 82 Brewers team that went to the World Series only to lose to St. Louis.
Right.
And how crazy the town went during that stretch of time.
Is it called Just a Bit Outside?
I don't know. Okay. I couldn't tell
Euchre, yeah.
Just a bit outside, I'll go along with it. But
and such characters on that team.
Oh, my
too.
God.
Gorman Thomas and guys like that, right?
Jim Gantner, Pete Vukovich, Gorman Thomas, Raleigh Fingers.
Yes.
Ted Simmons.
Oh, man.
Ted Simmons, who now looks like an assassin.
Yes.
If you watch the Hall of Fame induction every summer like I do, and I get emotional when they introduce
all the great players.
old timers, all the guys who have already been inducted.
Guys that I grew up watching.
Right. Ted Simmons, the last couple of times I've seen him at the Hall of Fame induction, has slick back gray hair like Pat Riley used to do it, and it's long, and he wears a pair of dark sunglasses. He looks like a movie assassin. But anyway, apparently there's a documentary out on the 82 Brewers if you want to see what Paul Molitor and those guys did back in those days. Imagine the damage like he and Robin Yount and Gorman Thomas did when they had nights off in Milwaukee in the early 80s.
Pack a lunch.
Good Lord.
Speaking of documentaries, it came up yesterday. We talked about the ABA. I know it's on Amazon. They have a 5-part docuseries about the entire history of the ABA.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I'm going to check that out. I think that looks pretty cool.
I'd like
really
to see
want
that.
to watch that.
I'd like to see.
I grew up with that. That was something. I loved the ABA when I was a kid.
I'd like to see just how desolate it got for a few of those ball clubs. You know what I mean? They didn't have any money. They could barely afford to pay the players. They could barely afford to bus them from town to town.
But you know what, though? Their impact, Nick, changed the entire NBA because
Julius Erving.
They were competing against the NBA for great talent, and they were getting some great talent, and it changed everything.
There you go. Tomorrow we'll cut loose with the final, Randy Shaver, but you've done great work so far.
Well, you know I'm not on tomorrow.
He's off.
I have grandchildren arriving tonight, and I think it's going to be chaos.
Hey, look.
Here.
You're going to be here tomorrow.
You're going to need a break.
I know a lot of folks with grandkids who still go to work.
I understand that, but they arrive at like 1:30 in the morning, so I don't think that
we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Same time.
Thanks, Randy.
See you guys.
See you later. We'll be back with more here in a few minutes.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Every week on the Stacking Benjamins podcast, we talk personal finance trends.
Not paying attention to the headlines is the strategy proven to work.
One headline, economists fear global recession. Literally the next headline, stocks hit all-time highs, investors optimistic on the future.
They're even doing it to the weather now. 28 million people in the path of this snowstorm. That means 340 million people have got good weather. It's just weather.
Layers, people, layers.
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Half-assed Morning Show 93X.
I'll tell you this right now. We got our fingers and our toes crossed for any of you sorry bastards who are trying to get summers today by way of a motor vehicle. We hope we can be some type of company for you as you deal with this cute little winter storm that swept through town. Thanks for listening to the Half-assed Morning Show. Word life to the plow dicks. Always word up to you plow dicks for clearing us a path, by God. Mother Nature turned on us, Cubby.
Yeah, it did. A bit of a surprise for a lot of us.
Rude.
She friggin' turned on us.
I mean, we knew up north was going to get it, but sounds like it's pretty bad. I mean, we keep getting emails from coworkers saying, yeah, not coming in today. Not going to do it.
Thankfully, we have this home broadcast set up. How do you? I don't even know how to say it.
Right? Yeah, that has been talked about for a long time.
Thankfully, we're all separately at home this morning using our home broadcast equipment. We didn't even have to leave the house.
After like the 5th email from an employee coworker saying they were also going to be working from home, I thought about replying all and saying, just for the record, all 4 members of the Half-assed Morning Show made it into the office.
Yeah, if we made it, you can make it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You know, I hope that our listeners know that we're always here to help yous out. Like I was saying, we got our fingers and toes crossed for you. We're always hoping for the best. And anytime you need us, we're here for you. The text machine is always up and running if you need to lean on us, no matter what your problem might be. The Luther Kia Bloomington text line, 651-989-9390. What did I say?
You forgot the Kia part.
What did I say?
You just said Luther Bloomington.
Oh, Luther Kia of Bloomington text line. Thank you, Cubby. 651-989-9393. We can't promise we have all the answers, but we're willing to try, by the grace of God. I bring this up because a listener texted looking for our help, and I'd like to see which way we can go with this on his behalf. Here's the text. Help! Exclamation point. My wife caught me whacking it last night.
Off to a great start so far.
This is from Dinky Doo Trucker Butt Jesus. My wife caught me masturbating last night. She didn't say anything. She just grabbed a Mountain Dew. What were you, in the refrigerator?
Were you in the living room, dude?
Kitchen, living room, sure.
What?
Maybe they have an open concept.
He's a kitchen whacker.
She just grabbed a Mountain Dew. And she went back to bed. Do I pretend nothing happened? We've been married for 9 years, and this is the first time she's caught me. Who wants to begin?
Yeah, let her bring it up.
So your advice...
She's the victim in this situation. She had to see that monstrosity.
Well, I hear what you're saying. Maybe he should have done it someplace more private, but, she did walk in on him. I guess I don't know how to feel about that.
If you were in the living room, that matters, and it's on you. And, did you know she was awake? This is so ballsy.
Well, she went back to bed. That indicates that he assumed she was asleep. The fact that she grabbed a Mountain Dew leads me to believe that he was in a common area.
That's crazy. That's
so
bold.
Your advice, Ashley, would be...
Let her bring it up.
Let her bring it. Don't you friggin' say a word about that. Let her bring that up.
Yeah, that's her choice.
What's wrong with you, she might say.
I would follow her to the bedroom and beg for forgiveness. Depending on her reaction. I mentioned you guys before, I had a buddy whose marriage ended because of that. She caught him. He was on the couch. She was in the bedroom. He thought she was sleeping. She came out, caught him, and never got over it.
She had to divorce him for that.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I would very much prefer not to catch my husband doing something like that, yeah.
I wouldn't want to catch your husband doing that either, Ashley.
That's I don't need to see his face during something like that. I imagine it's different than regular sex. So I'm good. I'm good on that.
What would you need to know what he was looking at?
I would be very interested.
You would? Actually, I don't think I'd want to know.
Yeah, actually that's so funny that you bring that up.
Just in case.
Because you know how Josh, Nick, you probably have no idea. So sometimes YouTube will send you suggestions on videos to watch, and it'll pop up on your lock screen or your home screen or whatever, just a little notification. And his was it was a bunch of Chinese symbols. And I was like, he's like, why did this get recommended to me? I've never watched a video like this. And I looked at him and I was like, it's because you're watching anime porn, aren't you? That's got to be it. That's got to be it, dude. You're watching tentacle porn. You're watching anime porn.
Did he watch? Is he watching?
No, he would never. He doesn't even watch porn.
We talked about sex toys the other day, and I started on the ads in articles. There were sex toy ads. That's never happened before.
I'm sorry, sex toy ads popped up where?
Reading articles on my phone. For a couple days, there were because the ones we talked about popped up.
That's great.
That your phone's listening that
okay,
close.
Well, and it was kind of was it recently? So Valentine's Day. It's that time of year.
It was maybe last week.
Your phone has. Our phones listen to us, right? This is a common thing that.
And with the ads, that's happened before. We'll talk about something we haven't what were we talking about? Gravel. Or something like that, and it pops up. Something just weird that I've never looked up.
Right, but it hears you say it out loud.
It must.
So your phone has heard you say out loud before that you've never seen a sex toy.
I've never seen one in
action.
Person.
Yeah, you've never seen one in person.
I shouldn't say in person because we've had them here.
Well,
I've never.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, just to be clear to listeners, I've certainly seen one.
Yeah,
but never
never seen one in action.
Never being intimate with someone
in a personal way. So your phone has heard that, and it's trying to convince you to buy one. Is that what you're assuming?
It was a week long. This thing it lasted, and it was the exact one we described.
You know what's funny is. We're trying to help this guy out, Dinky Doo Trucker Butt Jesus. He says, help, my wife caught me whacking off last night. She didn't say anything. She grabbed a Mountain Dew, went back to bed. Do I pretend nothing happened? I've been married for 9 years. This is the first time she caught me. You know what's funny is, back to that Luther Bloomington Kia text line, the majority of people are saying this. What the hell kind of crazy person grabs a Mountain Dew and then goes back to bed?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. How many? I didn't even catch that.
Me either.
I was so focused on the masturbation as I did.
And I suppose now that you bring it up, that's a lot more abnormal than masturbation.
That's pretty weird.
Absolutely.
Dinky Doo Trucker Butt Jesus, the guy that this all happened to, texted in some more information.
Oh.
He said that he was in the living room and everyone was sleeping.
Oh, no. What do you mean, everyone? You got kids in the house?
Yeah, I'm interested in that situation, too.
No.
But he said that she walked out at the finish.
Oh. That's like showing up on a fireworks display. I'm going to skip the boring stuff and just go out to the grand finale. I wonder what that's like.
The finish?
If that's an orgasm ruiner or...
enhancer.
I'm sure it feels a little different.
A couple people said, he should have just asked to join in, but it sounds like it was too late.
Yeah, of course, that's the, yay, you want a little piece of this? But it doesn't sound like that offer was on the table. If all she did was grab a Mountain Dew and walk the other way.
Squeegee Jesus said the reason she grabbed that Mountain Dew is she just got done rubbing one out as well. Maybe that's it. A celebratory Mountain Dew.
Well, what's
like a cigarette after sex.
What's really weird for me personally, Dinky Dew Trucker Butt Jesus, is your wife once caught me whacking out, and she had plenty to say. I couldn't get her to shut up with all the compliments. Anyway.
So, back to the phone, picking up what you said. There's a few people texting in saying things we've talked about on the show. Their phones have picked up as well, so they've experienced it too. That's pretty creepy. I didn't know. I thought I was safe from that. Apparently not.
You know, what happened to you, Dinky Doo, is pretty embarrassing, especially that she said nothing and just walked away. I agree with Ashley. Don't bring it up. If she's got something to say, she'll say it. But this shouldn't be a big issue. This should not be a big issue.
I'd be pretty mortified.
9 times out of 10... Oh, I know you would be, Cubby. 9 times out of 10, you probably should have considered the bathroom. Living room probably wasn't the ideal spot for that. But I hope this doesn't become a relationship problem. In my opinion, it shouldn't.
I wonder if it's a house where that's where the computer is. I'm assuming maybe I guess now you'd use your phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's the situation. Because I could tell you for a buddy of mine, that's exactly what his deal is.
It was just one time, too. I mean, if this was like her 20th time in the last year, I can understand that being...
Or if it was like Christmas morning or something.
Yeah.
9 years of marriage, first time, shouldn't be a big deal.
Back Dimples, Jesus said she'd let hers whack. If it keeps him off me, F it.
I know a lot of women who have that theory these days. Even if he was in the living room, Back Dimples, Jesus...
I wonder if they've ever talked about it where, like, she knows that
probably
he goes for it.
Probably.
Well, I told you guys before, I had a girlfriend who started crying, like sobbing, when she found out I watched porn. And what was crazy about this girlfriend is, of all of the crazy things she did, all the drugs, all the booze, all the weed, all the immoral things she did in her life, she somehow objected to porn.
I love that.
She draws the line.
Yeah.
I'm sure I asked this last time. Is she very religious or something?
No, not at all. She was wild. Like
she has no idea how hypocritical she's being.
Exactly.
No idea.
No.
Does she, take it as an insult, as if she wasn't enough for you?
I think that's what it was. She was like, am I not pretty enough?
Oh, gotcha.
Like the person we had in the building many, many years ago here at the radio station who was a questionable character away from work. But took a stance against doing ads for Burger King because that's not good for you.
What?
I got a huge kick out of that.
Oh, yeah. Did absolutely every single drug imaginable.
Right.
Risked STDs up and down.
A salesperson said, you want to do some ads for Burger King? Psh, are you kidding me? That stuff will kill you.
And that girlfriend who cried about the porn, too, and I said she's such a hypocrite because she did so many drugs and drank so much booze. She was also the girlfriend, I've told this story before, too. She said she had a surprise for me once. And she came over to show me, and she got a tattoo. It was on her rib cage, like from her back to her front. It said, "Give peace a chance." She did not live by that motto either. Oh. She was the angriest, shoutiest person I've ever met when her temper would fly off the handle on the littlest thing.
That's hilarious.
But give peace a chance.
Right. She was usually the one who destroyed the peace.
Yes.
Maybe it was just a reminder for her.
Right.
Yeah, she needed that.
Lift my shirt up quick. Oh, that's right.
On
okay,
her
calm down.
side?
Yes. On her rib cage.
People are insane. Bottom
anxiety.
line, back to the original conversation. Masturbation shouldn't ruin a relationship, in my opinion, Dinky Doo Trucker Butt Jesus. The story that you tell Dana and the story that you tell Josh, that's insane. That's insanity to me. If masturbation ruins a relationship, that is your problem.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on the situation, though.
Well, of course.
Like
if the guy's doing it in public or something,
Well, no.
Or it's pictures of your mom that he's doing.
No, not even that drastic. Like, for example, I drive a Hyundai but ride your dad. She's said that my thing about my man watching porn is I better be getting some often if you're watching porn. Because if I'm not getting any and you're watching porn, then I'm going to think something's wrong with me and I got a problem.
Well, when they talk about...
you do have a problem.
When they talk about porn addiction, that's what they say, right? Like, go ahead, jack it as much as you want, but if it's getting in the way of a regular sex life, that's when it might be a problem.
Yeah.
More anxiety than hair, Jesus said, is because some people legitimately believe watching porn is exactly the same as cheating.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Right. Yeah, we understand what they're thinking. It's just crazy. That was a very interesting text, though. Thanks for, again,
that's an uncomfortable situation. That's why we're here.
Part of the reason why we're here. We're willing to help out however we can.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Maybe next time you need to do it, just call me over and I'll stand guard by the door to make sure nobody walks in the room with you.
I'm sorry. You're,
just creepy Dana in the corner. You're kind of a cuck at that point.
You're going to go to his home and be the lookout
Yeah,
guy?
sure.
While another man masturbates.
You can just hear it in the background.
I got time on my hands.
Oh, he's speeding up.
Is it a random act of kindness week? Didn't we talk about that?
I'm glad time is the only thing you got on your hands there, pal. This person says there's a comedian that part of his bit was he would yell things like, I want to buy a dildo, just so the audience would get dildo ads on social media or reading news articles and stuff like that.
Very clever.
I did that to my wife's phone around the holiday season. She walked to the bathroom, I picked it up, Josh Allen, Lego, Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, I've
Did
heard
it
of
work?
people doing that. Yeah, with marriage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no, she would get targeted ads for that stuff all the time.
That's funny.
Let me tell you this. Oh, back dimple, she's has got back dimples to us. She said it's okay if her man whacks off in the living room as long as it's not in her recliner.
Yeah, there should be rules.
What the hell? Why does my recliner smell like the ocean?
Oh, clean up after yourself.
We got to take a break. We'll be right. No, you don't have to clean up after yourself. It's a souvenir.
Dana will do
a
it,
souvenir
sounds
for
like.
everybody in the house.
Yeah.
The Half-Ass Morning Show, 93X.
You want to close out the door? Close out the door isn't what I meant to say. You want to close out the day talking about people who were caught masturbating?
Yeah, this has been a pretty interesting topic. Great text coming in on it.
A few minutes ago, we were trying to help a listener out. Last break, I don't know how to talk. We were trying to help a listener out. He texted in and said his wife caught him whacking off last night. She didn't say a word. She just walked back into the bedroom. What do I do? Oh, we said this, we said that. Listeners texted in with advice for this guy. Tell me what you make of this advice, Josh. Okay, so last night the wife catches him whacking off. She doesn't say a word. She goes back to bed. One of our listeners says, dude, don't say anything. Stare at your wife all day. Stare at her. And then do it again tonight, fully knowing that she'll catch you again.
No, psycho.
And then see what she says.
Psychotic.
What do you think of this saying? This person says, just remember, it's always better to walk in on both your parents doing it than just one of your parents doing it.
I would have to agree.
I thought about it, and I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think that is very true. I'd much rather see that as much as it mortifies me versus just one.
One of our dude listeners got caught masturbating by his wife, and she said, when did you learn to do that? Another listener said his wife swung open the door, and there he was masturbating. And she said, what are you doing? Get in the house. This is terrible. I've never heard of anything like this afore. One of our listeners' mother caught him masturbating. And there was some kind of short-circuiting in his body. There was something about the combination of bringing himself to orgasm and the stress of his mother walking in and oh my God, like the combination of those two bodily functions or whatever you might want to call caused him to have a seizure.
Oh, geez. Good Lord.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say it caused him to, turn, look at his mom, and then finish right then and there. Honestly, a seizure might be better.
I thought the same thing was about to happen there.
I was so scared.
I would at least fake a seizure. I don't know what I was doing. I was actually just having a seizure.
And you'd get away with that.
I would.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, stress can cause seizures.
Oh,
certainly.
then you're half naked having a seizure. Your mom
Worse
sees
than
it.
half naked with a boner.
It's flopping around.
Stress can cause seizures.
Sure can.
Yep. Can you imagine his mother? At first,
she wants to help him, but at the same time...
At first, she's thinking, oh, my, how can you... Oh, honey, are you okay? He's flopping like a crappie with a heart on. I've never heard of that before.
It sucks.
I had a seizure in my underwear in front of my mom, and that was bad enough.
Oh, no. What?
That was bad enough.
What were you doing in your What was a Catholic kid doing in his underwear in front of his mother?
Well, I just got out of the shower, and
what was your mother doing in the shower with you?
She wasn't in the shower. She was on the toilet.
You pulled on your underwears.
Yeah, I pulled on my underwears, and I felt it coming on.
Oh, so
right? And I'd had seizures before. I wasn't diagnosed with epilepsy yet because they always attributed it to something else. I had seizures before, and I knew, oh my gosh, something's about to happen. And my mom was doing the laundry, which was right outside the bathroom. And I opened the door just to tell her, Mom, I don't feel so well. And I fell back, cranked my head on a toilet.
Is there a chance that she saw your pee-pee?
I don't think so. I had my boxers on.
So it wasn't a boner-inducing seizure?
No, nothing like that. No boners around.
I told you.
But I was pretty embarrassed. She saw me in my underpants.
Oh, no. Because normally there's no way you would ever allow your mother to see you in your underwear.
Oh, God, no.
Right.
No.
Here's a guy in our listening audience who said he caught his wife running her Tooth Chipper 5000 while he was asleep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've always heard that's like every man's dream.
I've never seen that. I'd like to see that.
He said he rolled over and never brought it up.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh. I think my husband would jump out of bed. He'd be so excited.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity.
They must have a different kind of relationship. Everybody's different, Ashley.
That's true.
Bug-Eye Wig and Jesus said, that kid, he got caught by his mom having a stroke and then a seizure? Crazy he survived.
Oh, what happened to your son, ma'am? He had a stroke and a seizure. He had a stroke.
Well, it's not what you're thinking.
Right. Josh, do me a favor.
What?
The next time I cough, kill me.
Dude, yeah.
Smother me to death. Smother me to death.
I don't know how you're doing it. That would piss me off so much.
Another one of our listeners texted in. He said, we, meaning he and his wife, have 3 kids and we both have jobs. The only free time I have for solo activity is when we're in bed. So he said one night, this is the conversation he and his wife briefly had. His wife, seriously? Stop shaking the bed. And he said, this is happening one way or another. You're either in or you're out. That's from passive-aggressive code monkey Jesus.
That's awesome.
He said it's going off at one point or another here. You want to be part of this or not? There's not a cap I got to pull off this thing. It's going. To quote Andrew Dice Clay. Thanks for your stories. They're a lot of fun.
That was good. Happy birthday to Dragonheart Jesus, True Eater Jesus, and Sugar Bear Jesus. And to you, thank you very, very much for being nice enough to tune in this morning. Stay safe and Godspeed.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.